Ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, what's good, bro?
It's good, brother. You mind turning your camera sideways?
Yeah, man.
Yo, I don't know if you are aware of this, but you probably I don't know, maybe for the last 5-6 months, you've probably been the most requested guest, bro.
That's crazy. Yeah. I had no idea. One of my clients was like, "When are you going to go on that show?" I said, "They got a lot of good guys on there anyway." I mean, we all watch the show every time you put one out. You know what I mean?
Thank you, bro.
So,
Thank you, bro.
Yeah,
so I started getting those comments before I started following you, actually. But then when I clicked, I was like, "Oh, I'll definitely see him around." I see him around, and I saw it, and I was like, "How come everybody wants him on?" But then when I looked at your profile, I'm like, it makes sense. Yeah, the vibe, like just the old school. Just we like to work out. We like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's certain people that kind of like vibe together in the industry that just we like bodybuilding for the right reasons. We actually really do fucking do this. You know, it's fun. It's fun to us.
That's why it's so relatable, man. It's like y'all just come on, talk. Like we sit at the gym after a session. And I was talking to Paul, and he was like, "That's really what it is, man." He goes, "If you ever come on," he's like, "it's just talking shit, talking like you've known each other for 10 years. We all share the same passion for bodybuilding, and we all know it's. I mean, I think it's because we're all about the same age too. We didn't come into it like 2 years ago. We've been in it for 10, 15 years, and it's really not the same nowadays if you get into it as it was 15 years ago. You know."
I agree. The whole mindset is different nowadays. See, I would like saying that because it makes it start sounding like the 90s guys, the old guys.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's true though. I mean, it's true. It's good, Joe.
Howdy.
Hi,
Chris. What's up, dude? Hey, do y'all know how to get like everybody on the same thing?
Smart. Are you on your phone?
Oh yeah, hell yeah! Now I got it.
Yeah. So so that's literally how the podcast started. It was me, Joe, and Paul at the gym, at Fit Nation Gym. And we sitting on the couch and we just talking for like, I don't know, probably a fucking hour for what I know.
Bro,
like
I was supposed
yeah.
Those are the best conversations, man, when you just sitting there talking shit with your workout partner. There's no filter because you know and you fuck with them for however long you've been training together. And it's like, damn, man, I wish more people could hear what we had to say. And I think that's why your podcast is taking off, man, because again, it's like, I know they had the bro chat with Fuad and a couple other podcasts, but it's more relatable when you get guys on that you kind of grew up with, seen turn pro, but kind of sponsored by the same people. And it's just dope seeing people progress, man. Like there's no hate, no jealousy. It's all love. You know what I mean?
I was just going to say that, like the dynamic works because there's no ego. Like, Beatty wants me to succeed just as much as I want him to succeed. We even went against each other, you know, at one point, and it was just like I never cared to be better than him. I cared to be better, my best of myself. So it helps us push each other to stay accountable. Shit, when Beatty was getting ready for USA's, you know, me and Paul are over here watching, making sure he's like doing what he's got to do. Kind of thing. He didn't even know it. So it's like we're just making sure he's doing his thing.
Shit, me and Joe was doing the same show, and I told Joe that he was gonna win the show that I'm doing. Like me seeing him 6 weeks out. Like, listen, I'm not gonna bullshit. Like it is what it is. So I saw him 6 weeks out, and I told him he was gonna win the USA's, right? And this is a show I'm doing as well. So think about that. But at the end of the day, it's like, all I can bring, all any of us can bring is our best. And if you see a motherfucker and his best is better than your best, then you know he's gonna beat you. It's irrelevant. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? It don't mean that you're not training to win. It don't mean that you don't want to win. It doesn't mean that you won't win. That means you can't win, you know, because you can say that and still beat the guy too, you know what I'm saying? But it's just that that's what I saw, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna be, oh fuck, and then, you know what I'm saying? So but I noticed like the new crop of guys, which is not that new, I guess, because most of us are late 20s, early 30s. But like, there seems to be no egos, and everybody seems to get along, and we all just kind of click, you know?
Yeah, once you know us, like it's the same shit recycled over and over again. Like when you're new to bodybuilding, I guess there is an ego because you wanna prove that you belong, and you want that acceptance or that okay from your peers. But once you've been doing it long enough, man, like if you walk around at 280 pounds, not many motherfuckers that go to the gym walk around 280 pounds with abs and bench press or whatever. So it's like you already understand what that person had to put in. So when you get to that level, it's like you said, you show up to the show. Of course, like everybody should be training to win, bring their best. But when you show up to the show, there's really nothing you can do besides kick back, make memories, make friends, and call it what it is. Like when I went and competed in 2021, the whole time I'm like, I want to win. I see Carlos sitting backstage, and I'm like, fuck, like we all going for a second place card now, you know?
Yeah. And from watching your social media, I feel like we have a very similar mindset as far as competing and shit like that. I feel like a lot of people have this idea. They go into it, and the first thing they're thinking is like pro card. There's this fascination with the pro card, but they're not even looking at their physiques and saying, should this physique even be pro to begin with? Right? It's like, why try to finagle a pro card? And then after you turn pro, potentially, now you're trying to look like a pro. Like, shouldn't the goal, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like all of our goals should be looking like the pro already as it is, right?
That was essentially what I tried to tell you and Paul. Remember when you guys told me I should do USAs after I won the Cal?
I remember that,
crazy. Yeah. But that's exactly it, though. And I remember saying that, like, you know, like, I did get my pro card as that heavyweight. I wouldn't have been competitive as an open pro yet. Like, it still would have taken me a good, like, 2 years to put that size on, which is what I ended up doing anyways. Just I waited a little longer. So it's the pro physique. Is that worthy of being a pro?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, no offense to some of the guys, like, say, like, you fall into a show and you're a bantamweight, but not like a short bantamweight.
Like a legit.
What are you gonna do with that pro card?
5'9" bantamweight action, yeah.
Bro, I've seen it happen. I've seen a dude, and I'm just like, how the hell is this gonna? What is this gonna do?
It doesn't make sense, you know what I'm saying? And then you also realize you have no control of who shows up, how it's judged, nothing, right? Because listen, there's shows where you see the guy who's like, it doesn't have a lot of muscle, but he's peeled. And then the other guy, he's huge, shapely, and the small, not very impressive guy wins. But like, oh, I guess he was leaner. And then the complete opposite. This happens to my clients all the time. And sometimes I'm like just scratching my head, like, wait, I bring him in super peeled because usually that beats the bigger, softer guy. But this time, for whatever reason, they pick the bigger, softer guy. So you can't even control the outcome. So then it makes you think, focus less on all of that shit and just focus on your fucking progression. You being bigger. Every time I hit the stage, my goal is to be bigger, leaner, every single time. Better pose. Every fucking angle, I'm trying to improve every single time. That's it. And then eventually, given that you have a decent structure, the genetics, your best will be good enough. It's just going to happen eventually, right? You don't have to force it. You don't have to think about it. You just literally do the work, do the bodybuilding part, and it literally just happens, right?
You know, I still miss, or I think the pro card was
devalued.
Thanks, man. Beatty said hey. She says hi. Thank you.
Yep.
I feel the pro card got devalued once they started giving it to every class winner, because the one person that wins the whole show, that's the one that's going to do the most as a pro, because they're the cream of the crop of that show, right? So for me, the pro card, I don't want to say it's meaningless, but that's why so little pros do well in the league, because they were good for the class, but not the overall thing, and that's where I feel like it got diluted. And it got
Go ahead, Chris.
No, I was just gonna say I think it got diluted as well. Like that being number one of giving out so many pro cards, but then two, I mean, all the classic and all the men's physique, and those classes have came up tremendously once they started, figuring out the divisions. But I mean, you'll go to a bodybuilding show or you'll go to a gym and there'll be, not to pick on the little guys, but a guy that's 185 pounds and he's all pro this, pro that, got a t-shirt, got a bag. Meanwhile, you're over here 290 pounds and people are like, hold up, he's a pro, but you're not a pro. So to me, I mean, why do you want a pro card so bad unless you're going to go into the pros, compete, try to win some money, make a name, make a legacy? If you just chasing a pro card, why are you bodybuilding? Like, just fucking go to the gym, eat healthy, live the lifestyle for yourself. If that's your only reason for competing is hitting the card, I feel like all you guys sitting on the panel right now is you chased a card because you love bodybuilding. Like you said, Beatty, like the card's going to happen if it's going to happen, but you're not going to stop bodybuilding just because you don't have a card. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Facts. So, Stu?
Hey.
I'll say the purpose of the card is to go against the best of the best.
Yeah.
Like, so if you're not like going to use it to be able to go against the best of the best, then what are you getting it for?
Exactly. Like, when you see somebody like win and they break down and start crying, right? And it's like, they're not crying because of the actual card, right? Same way, I mean, you'll see somebody win a card and have no expression, right? Because the card didn't mean anything to them. They're crying because they're recollecting, they're recalling all the fucking sacrifices and all the bullshit they got through to get to this point. So it's not like, wow, this is a card. I'm so emotional because of the card. I'm emotional because I put so much fucking work for this one goal for the last, who knows, for some people, fucking 15, 20 years, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Oh, wait, Stu. Your audio. I can't hear Stu. Can you hear Stu? No? We can't hear you. Is she talking to us? I can't even tell. It looks like he's in a trance.
Talking to somebody. It sounds like you're on the phone with somebody, but I can't hear what he's saying.
It says muted on my end.
Oh, he's probably on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He probably muted himself. He's probably on the console. I'm like, what the fuck? He was like possessed by some shit. I thought he was possessed by.
Yo, Joe, so I've been watching your progress, man. You did like what a crazy fucking transformation in what 4 or 5 years? Like, what was your main motive like behind fuck it, I'm diving in? Because not many people.
Oh shit!
Oh no, he's gone.
He cut off mid sentence.
Chris, come back! I want to talk about me.
Well, I mean, it's nice talking about yourself when it's like in this context, right?
It's
because
directed to me.
No, but then it's also like, oh, perfect. I think it's important for people to hear this kind of shit because these are things. Even as your friend, I don't think I've ever actually asked you that question. So Chris is back.
I'm about to dive deep into this shit. That's what you want to hear.
Yeah, let's get into it, Joe. Because I don't think we've ever asked you that question before. Mm-hmm.
There's a few reasons.
Did he finish his question? Did you finish the question, Chris?
Me, yeah. I was like curious because like usually you see people put the guys who are in bodybuilding 8-10 pounds on a year. This motherfucker put on like 100 pounds in 4 years, man. So not only like is it your physical effort, but the mentality it takes. Like people don't give bodybuilders the credit it takes to eat the food, to fucking put that much weight on, to go like anybody can go to the gym and go train with a friend and have a crazy leg workout. But to do that shit week after week after week, put the food down day after day after day, it takes a fucking mindset that we all know. But I just would like for him to dive in. This motherfucker did it in 4 years. What I try to do in 10 years. You know what I mean?
Facts, bro. Yo, Joe, I'm sorry, but before you go, keep in mind, me and Paul have been adding anywhere from, 6 to 10 pounds of muscle a year. And we used to be twice his size. So if we're progressing, that's good progression. 6 to 10 pounds is fucking great. but he still passed us. So to think about how fast.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
That's insane. My fault, Joe.
And,
what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, before anybody wants to be like, "Oh, it's probably the fucking drugs," and that just shows how ignorant they are to not even understanding the mental fortitude it takes to fucking do what he do. So I just want to hear what you got to say, bro.
So there's actually a few factors that led into my ability to do this. It first started out where, so in 2020, Paul used to ask me. I remember him coming outside to me. I was doing lunges, okay, and he comes up to me. I was getting in shape for my first show, and he asked me what I was doing and why I wasn't on gear yet. And I told him this is the test for me to see if this is life I want to take on, because I knew how I am, and if I thought it was worth it to me. And so did my first show, fell in love with it, but then it wasn't that serious at first. I was like, I want to be a pro, but I wasn't doing everything I needed to do all the time. So I was somewhat inconsistent. However, so my dad passed away when I was 22. So already I was trying to work toward, like, use bodybuilding as like a crutch to get through that.
Distraction.
And then, what was that? That was distraction. Yeah, distraction. Yeah. And I would channel a lot of that, like that pain and anger into that. And so that's how I was able to do it in the beginning. Then as time goes on, like you start to get over it and it becomes less and less hurtful. But then some stuff happened in my life where I ended up separating from my fiance, and it was just really, really rough on me, like really, really bad. And I went down this like bad path. And Paul saw it happening. Paul saw me kind of like throwing my life away. And Paul told me he would pretty much sponsor me to do my another show. He said, Joe, you need something to work toward, this and that. And so I was like, you know what? If Paul's willing to do that, like willing to put money towards me, I'll take it serious. I'm not going to let him down, this and that. So I went all in for that show. I was like 100% bodybuilder for the first time in my life. And I ended up winning the California. And the driving factor was like, wow, I could really do something with this. And then I started thinking about my dad and how he didn't want me to ever have to struggle in life. And he wanted me to go to college and stuff, but that wasn't for me. And around that time, when I was getting ready for the California, literally bodybuilding in my mind and heart and soul was all I had. Like when I say all I had, I mean like it was literally the thing that was keeping me like going. And so getting ready for that show changed my life. And I won that show. I saw how much what it took to put into that. And that was done in 14 weeks. And I was like, you know what? If I did this in 14 weeks, what can I do as consistent as I can be for the next however long? And because that was the only thing that gave me purpose, each and every workout, it was like I gave it everything. And I didn't want to fail. And if I failed, I would feel purposeless. And so for the last 3-4 years, I literally have lived for bodybuilding, because that's what I felt was the only thing that kept me going. And so between losing my dad, my fiance, like just being miserable at the job I was working at, like I was super unhappy with my job too. It was the only thing that gave me purpose. And then even my mom, it hit me hard when I lost my dad, because I was like, who's going to take care of my mom? And I saw how good I could be at bodybuilding based on how my body was responding, how quick I was climbing the ladder. And I was like, you know what? This is going to allow me to help take care of my mom, because I didn't want to rely on my brothers, my sisters. I didn't see them doing much like that. They would be in a position to take care of her.
Damn, so, Joe, that's...
I've been pushing so hard.
They wasn't doing shit
for my mom, and because of my purpose. Like this is what I felt my purpose was at that low point in my life. It's the only thing that kept me going. So when they say do or die, literally that was how I felt.
Yeah.
That
was a deep dive, Joe. Yeah.
I told you. I was like, if you're ready for it, I'm gonna tell you.
You know, yeah, but that makes perfect sense to me. I mean, at that time of your life, if not for anything else, you literally needed something mentally to focus on, right?
It was the only thing keeping me going.
Yeah. You know, could y'all relate to that to a point like think about when you first got into bodybuilding? More than likely there was some kind of hole there, maybe that you was trying to fill, or maybe, you know, it don't gotta be like I was bullied or anything like that, but I felt like when we got into it, I kind of feel like normal people don't get into bodybuilding, right? It's like a weird thing to get into if you're completely normal. You got to be something got to be a little bit off, well, whatever it might be, right? So I felt like
the best. You got to be fucked up. You
yeah,
be a little fucked up.
Yeah, you know, I felt like at the time that I really started getting into it, I kind of just needed like some hole to fill. For whatever reason, I just didn't feel. I don't know. I kind of felt a little empty. I needed some kind of outlet, low key. You know. Yeah. I mean,
bodybuilding was the only thing I've ever done where I felt fulfillment.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've gotten promotions at jobs, raises. I scored a touchdown, you know, in football. Nothing ever gave me any sense of fulfillment at all. Like anybody can do this.
Yeah.
You know, so that was pretty cool to be able to do.
What got you into bodybuilding, Chris? Also, Stu, can you hear us?
I'm here now. I had to call somebody.
Okay.
Sorry, I heard you guys confused in the background, but I couldn't jump on to talk to you. So,
you look possessed, bro. I thought
this poor guy is like, he's a week out right now, and he was like, I was trying to communicate to him the order that he should be eating his meals in, but it was not working over text. So we're good.
Good.
I mean, shit, for me, it basically relatable, man. It's the same thing, you know, being sparked by that one thing that drives you, not want to do anything else. You know, when I was young, I started competing when I was a teenager. And I mean, you know, like some kids you see like, damn, that motherfucker got genetics. And then me, I was like, I watched a lot of Branch Warren growing up, a bunch of those motivational shit. And I was like, well, damn, if I don't have genetics, I got to work hard. And it doesn't matter how long it takes me. I'm willing to devote my life to this. And like when you're 18, 19 years old, you don't understand like how much money it's going to cost to bodybuild. But it wasn't the sense of like, oh, I'm missing out on girls. I'm missing out on partying. I'm missing out on vacations. I didn't give a fuck. Kind of like Joe, like when I went to the gym and trained, that was my fulfillment. Like knowing that I was doing everything I could that I knew at the time with bodybuilding to make progression. That's how I live my whole life, man. Like my whole life has just been catered to just wanting to bodybuild, but I had to find a way. So it was like through college, it was okay, go to college, all my shit's paid for. After college, I signed up to go to the military, but then I opened up a gym. So that the gym was a hole in the wall. So it was training people, hustling out of the gym, coaching people out of the gym, doing fucking women's class and trying to make money because women gonna pay just to do this bodybuilding. And then when COVID hit, shut that down, made it private, made money off the top, having a private gym. The coaching took off. So I mean, my whole life, bro, it's just been, I just want to bodybuild. I felt kind of misunderstood as a youngster, not wanting to go party and shit. Like I have my past, used to smoke plenty of weed. I mean, I'm kind of over that now. I mean, my whole 20s was just fucking the biggest pothead y'all ever know. That's why I laugh at y'all making fun of Zave or whatever his name is.
You stopped? Chris, you stopped?
Yeah, bro, I'm clean now, man. I smoke a little bit, but nothing, nothing like I used to, man.
Bit. I knew a little bit.
When I met with Stu, bro, Stu know me from way back in the day, just fucking. But man, it's like I don't have anything against weed and shit like that, but it makes me lazy. You know what I'm saying? So if I want to be, I mean, shit, I'm 32 years old, man. I'm not gonna be bodybuilding for another 15, 20 years. It's now or never, man. So anything that I can do to try to push myself one more time to be the best that I can possibly be, I want to do everything that I can, man. And it's just been bodybuilding, bro. I mean, through bodybuilding, it's taught me a lot through fucking life, bro. Like, no one eats your food for you. Nobody gives a fuck if you have a bad workout. No one gives a fuck if you don't go out and meet this girl. No one gives a fuck, man. Like, and that's what I love about bodybuilding. A lot of people who aren't like us who want to get into bodybuilding, it's all, I can't do this because it is, or I can't do this because of X, Y, and Z. Guys like us, it's a choice at the end of the day. If you want to fucking do something, you find a way. If you don't, you find an excuse. And I've always lived by that. You know what I mean?
Facts.
It's funny pushing that 300-pound mark when I had to do that last year. I remember laying in bed. It was like 2 a.m. I was in tears about that shit because I was like, "This is so fucking hard, but I don't want to fail at this shit because it's all I got." So I'll never forget that moment. And I literally just told myself, like, "This is gonna do nothing for me." Like, crying about it and shit. I was like,
yeah,
up and find a way to get that shit down. Like, find this fucking.
That's like Justin Wyatt, man. He messaged me on and off or whatnot, and he was like, "Bro," he goes, "I don't know if I can keep doing this." I'm like, "What the fuck you talking about, bro?" And he goes, "I'm 310 pounds in the evening right now," and he goes, "My anxiety." He goes, "I'm not thinking straight. I'm fucking worried about shit for no fucking reason." I'm like, "Well, you reached a new territory. For me, that shit's fun, bro. You fucking enter in territory that you've never felt before. Your fucking breathing's different. X, Y, and Z is different. You learn this shit about yourself." And like Joe said, like, you sitting there fucking worried, crying, but it's new territory, man. Like, that's what bodybuilding is all about, is pushing the envelope.
That's it. Man. We've all been there. I feel like in the moment you panic a little. In the moment, I'm like, I can't fucking breathe. What the fuck is going on? I'm like, why am I doing this? This is stupid, bro. You know. But then honestly, you wake up the next day and you forget all about. Well, you don't forget it, but you kind of just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep doing it, right? Sometimes, also another thing about weed that sometimes you got to be careful with weed off season. Pre-contest, I love weed, but off season, sometimes I think too deep. And if you think too deep about bodybuilding, you're gonna realize that maybe you shouldn't be doing some of the shit you're doing. So you actually don't want to think too deep. I'll be sitting there like, am I really gonna eat this last meal? My stomach is out. I feel like I'm snoring like all night. I feel like I can't go to bed. But am I gonna really eat this meal? This is stupid. And then, of course, you get up and eat the fucking meal. You know.
It is crazy though. There is a certain level that you get to on both ends of the spectrum, where you've pushed so hard at one point, like growing, and you've pushed so hard getting as shredded as possible, you become numb to both of them eventually. So like you literally just walk around with the gut out, not giving a fuck how you feel. You just eat but the first time doing that, it's hard. But like literally, you just don't even feel it at a certain point. You're like, oh, I'm in here. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, I know how it goes. Like, it's regular lights now.
How tall are you, Chris?
I say 5'9", but the doctor, they say 5'8.5". So
Same.
I say 5'9".
I just started telling everybody 5'8.5" because I shrunk with those heavy squats.
And you get up to like 290-ish?
Yeah, I'm 285 now, I can't lie. But my biggest this off season, I hit 293 at night, but I was about 288 fasted, so walk around about 290. But yeah, man, I'm 285 now, so it's kind of disappointing.
It's disappointing. And in bodybuilding, would y'all say every inch is about what, 8-10 pounds? You think?
I would say 10. I always said 10.
I feel like the bigger you are, the higher it might be. Like, let's say if you're talking about smaller guys, I think maybe it's a little less. But for our side, I think it's about 10 pounds, right? So your 290 for me would feel like if I'm 5'11", right? That would be what, 3 inches, like 320. I've never been 320. Yeah, I've never been 320, but I might need to. So, you know,
it feels exactly what Joe say, bro. It's you walk around with your fucking gut out, then you read all this shit online of do your vacuums, don't let your gut hang out, and there's no way, man. When you're fucking bloated all the time with that much food, you're gonna have a big ass stomach.
You really think like people really think like pulling First of all, pulling a vacuum at 300 pounds is tough. But you really think pulling the vacuum with fucking 16 ounces of rice in your stomach is gonna shrink your waist?
I don't think so, man.
Probably not anything. Probably not anything you're gonna notice. So let's just say that, you know.
But it's like how many people can do a side tricep in the off season? Not many, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
So when you lose that weight, man, your stomach starts to shrink. Then you can start doing all that vacuum and shit. Try to get your stomach smaller. But in the off season, man, it's inevitable that your stomach's gonna be fucking huge, full of food. What it is.
When people ask me about waist trainers and vacuums, I always say digestion. Let's focus on digestion because that's where they're gonna make gains. If you're not digesting the food, you don't make as good gains, and that's gonna do way more for your gut than pulling a vacuum. You know, recently I literally just spent like $300, bro, on digestion, just all digestion. And once I spent it, I was like, yo, that was dumb as fuck. Why did I spend so much money? But now, like, I was like, come on, I could have bought more fucking GH with that shit, you know. But when I now a week later, I'm like, this is making a big fucking difference because there was no way I was gonna be able to eat more food, bro. Joe saw me in Dallas, my stomach was just maxed out, like, and that wasn't even that much food. I was like 4,000 calories, maybe.
Yeah, He's looking all shredded, and he has like this fucking pot belly, like straight out, like fucking.
Come on, man, you know. So I had to fix that, and then now, like losing that, I lost like 5 pounds from losing the fucking. So all that, I don't know what was sitting in my stomach. Fucking, I don't know. Fucking food was still sitting there. Who fucking knows?
The biggest fucking shit I ever had.
Yeah, you know. So now it's going down, and now I'm getting better pumps. I think I told Joe that I wasn't getting the best pumps. I had to take like a bunch of shit just to get a decent pump. Now I'm getting better pumps.
I mean, that's how I was, you know, at the end. I told you all the shit I was taking to get that pump. Like, now I don't take anything and I get a pump. But I'm going to pull it back.
Yeah.
But you went super depleted though, bro. Like, do you think that had a reason that your gut got kind of fucked up? Is you got super depleted, high cardio, and then you just fucking bounced back and started eating a bunch of shit?
That's what I. No, he didn't eat shit, but that's what I thought it was. It was just his body trying to learn how to digest way more food.
I think being that low calorie for that long played a part, for sure. But the fucked up part is I was actually eating clean. Like, okay, but like when your stomach is out here, you don't really crave like a big cheat meal, you know. So
whenever you go super low carb, baby, and say he gives you a high day, like whatever, and it's just rice. A lot of the times on my high days, I'll get bloated as fuck, like, and gassy, even though I just eat extra rice.
Yeah. Well,
so that happens to me a lot.
It didn't happen during prep because I didn't have a high day. Technically, it was both low days. It was just one is lower.
That's what we're saying. So like the more food, your body is just feeling that and trying to acclimate to it.
Couldn't digest it. Yeah, that's also why I wouldn't have a lot of cheat meals because I just couldn't digest it at all. You know, Stu, you ever have? Oh, first of all, what's up, Zay?
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Hey.
What's up, Chris? How we doing, dude?
What's up, dude? It's nice to finally be on the cast and meet you, bro.
Likewise, man. I've been following your training for a while. You're a fucking animal, dude.
Unconventional training, man. Just the old school shit, bro.
Yeah, glad to see you do your thing back, man. I know you're competing this year, right?
2025, bro. I'm gonna take the rest of the year off. Get ready for the North Americans for next year.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Think about that. Think about what Chris just said. Like basically, old school hard training is unconventional nowadays, which is true. It's funny, but it's true. You know, that's
I was thinking about that, man. Like everybody says, "Oh, like the conventional training or whatnot," and everybody leans to Jay Cutler. When Jay didn't train that hard, I'm like, Jay incline fucking 405 for 10 to 12 every time he fucking pressed. So it's like crazy. He still trained heavy as fuck.
You can't say Jay didn't train hard. That's
like
insane. That's
I don't
insane.
see a lot of guys nowadays doing 405 for 10 reps on an incline. You know what I mean?
Even his pace. If you pay attention to his pace, the guy is resting like 20 seconds in between sets. You know,
his stamina is unreal.
Bro, it's like branch. They just move from shit to shit. But it's like you would think like they would have to use a lot less weight. You know, imagine if they were taking like nowadays people do like three working sets for the whole workout, and they rest like 8 minutes in between sets. So imagine if Jay did that, you know, the strength, but but it's not powerlifting. So the shit works for him. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
When he was younger, he used to train like crazy heavy. Like in his teenage years, his early 20s, he was a 700-pound squatter. You know.
I mean, it's still if he's doing 4 working sets for Barbara Rose and he was still going up to 4 plates, that's still heavy as fuck. Like people aren't really training besides like I guess the Hollingshead and people like that, but like, that's not like that's strong, man. It's strong, I don't know. I think to say Jay doesn't train hard, I think it's fucking insane, But back to the digestion shit. Stu, you ever have digestion issues?
Not really. Yeah, I have a pretty durable gut. I can kind of just throw whatever in there. Like, yeah, I get a stomach, but like it all goes through me eventually. Sometimes when I'm eating a shitload, I'll put like digestive enzymes in. I've never done like a whole gut protocol deal. I mean, honestly, I'm a little too lazy to actually do that consistently. So, but I haven't really felt the need to.
It's very annoying to take all that shit. But what I was gonna say, I've seen you backstage eating what do you call it? Candy? What do you call it?
Yeah.
Junk food.
Yeah. I eat like a lot of Rice Krispies and like usually I'll have like a big Snickers before I get on stage. It works for me, not for everybody.
Not for me, as you saw that same year. By my stomach. But when does that start? Because I think I saw when I was in the hotel with you. Did you start eating a little bit of those Rice Krispies like that night?
Yeah,
no?
Yeah. Okay. Like the night before, I'll have maybe like 1 or 2 usually, and then the morning of, it's mostly just like rice cakes, Rice Krispies, and like there's no protein in at that point when I'm peaking. It's just really dense, easily digestible carbohydrates with a little bit of fat in there to like keep your blood sugar stable.
So when I work with Oregon, he would have me do that for the last meal of the night before, right? So it would be like burger fries with some cookies and a diet soda or something like that. But then show day, I would actually just eat a clean meal. It would be like lower protein, like 4 ounces of beef, or like, I don't know, 10 ounces of rice, right? And I found that kept my stomach so much tighter because, I junk loaded that night, but then the next day I only eat like 1 meal before prejudging, and my stomach is super just shrink wrapped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Also, I've never had distension from putting that junk stuff in before I get on stage. Like, what I in the days beforehand, sometimes I'll be doing like steak and potatoes in some of my meals, and that, like, I'm regular, so like it's going through me, but like I'm shitting a lot. And if I were to like get constipated, that would be a problem just because like the volume of food in my gut is pretty high from those foods.
Yeah. If you need a lot of food to fill out, you would probably actually get less bloat because the food volume would be so high if you ate clean, right? So you might be better off having a denser food if you need a lot of food, right?
At the end, at least. But I mean, white rice and white fish and like salmon and stuff, that's not gonna bloat you. That digests pretty easy, even if it's large quantities.
But your diet is clean. So do you have cheat meals during your prep?
I have, you could call them that. Yeah. Usually I'll do like a refeed like once a week, but because that's usually because I'm like way too lean way too soon. And like we start just doing this zigzag thing for like 5 weeks. That's what happened this year. I would go and get sushi about once a week, and it would be like a huge meal, and that would kind of tide me over until the next time I needed it. And so like next year I just want to do it like a straight shot down and just get in shape, cut out all the bullshit, because once I have one sushi meal, I'm like, damn, I want to do that again. That was great. And then I start fixating on it for the rest of the prep, which is not good,
No, well, because then you're prepping for a cheat meal. That's what it becomes.
Yeah.
I thought that was better before. I used to be like, yeah, because now at least you have a goal and a relief. But it's an unhealthy relationship.
There is relief. There is no relief. Lasts about 1 hour, and then you're right back to like, when do I get to do this again?
That's it.
That's what I say. That's why I don't cheat on the rebounds. Because once I unleash the fucking floodgates, it's over.
I cheat a ton on the rebounds. Fuck it.
Yeah, see,
my mom's cooking is way too good. I'm not going to insult her. I don't know about your mom's cooking, Joe, but like my mom is really good. So
my mom
it's one of those things. Though. My mom doesn't cook anymore either. Yeah, you're right. Holy shit!
That's the whole thing. And then, like, if she helps me out, she'll just cook my chicken and beef.
I really don't love you, huh?
Stu's young, his mom still got energy. Give it like 6 years. She's not cooking no more.
My mom's retired. She's like,
they over it.
How old are your mothers?
65.
She was born in 61. What'd that make her?
70.
My mom's 66.
Oh, well, you're
born in 59. Older than both of your mothers.
No, my mom cooks for me.
Oh, yeah. She had breast cancer 2 years ago as well. And she had breast cancer a couple years ago. She's on a bunch of aromas and her joints hurt like a motherfucker. She's still in the kitchen and in the garden and doing. Your mother just doesn't love you, okay? It's that simple.
My mom loves me.
With her?
She cooks for you.
She does, but she cooks my bodybuilding stuff for me.
Oh, God. I wouldn't feed that to my worst enemy.
Yeah. That's what
That's why I complimented her the other day. I was like, damn, Mom, this chicken's fucking amazing.
Yeah. No, it's. I feel like it's one of those things. You get to a certain age, you just kind of like, fuck it. I was cooking my whole life. I'm over it. But
no quitting her.
Chicken. It tastes like I made it. Like I didn't give a fuck. But when my mom makes my chicken, there's a little hint of love in there. I still taste it.
Still pretty dry.
No, but when it comes to the cheat meals, when you don't have any cheat meals, you just stop thinking about it. You literally just stop thinking about it eventually. And then I found even after the show, I was cool with just having beef and rice. I didn't really crave much because you just want more food, but not necessarily junk food,
But your stomach was fucked up, you said, too.
Huh?
Your stomach was fucked up, too.
Yeah, it was too. But mentally, before, I could be bloated and still sit there and just eat and eat and eat, But this time around, just from like a mental standpoint, I wasn't even thinking about cheat meals, even when I was hungry. So, but I'm shocked that you can go without having candy and then have a bunch of it and not upset your stomach. For Stu, I'm talking about. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was surprised, man. My body doesn't like make sense. So I'm lactose intolerant, and then the other day when we went to the ice cream place, that ice cream sat really well in my stomach. It didn't affect me at all.
Bro,
the body or just the quality of that fucking ice cream?
It was definitely the ice cream because when I got the ice cream, I realized I fucked up. I was like, wait, why did I order this with ice cream? I just realized that it's gonna be a fucking rough night. But then I ate it. That shit digested like fucking chicken and rice, bro.
I had no issues. Neither did Ashley.
No gas. No gas, no bloat, no diarrhea, nothing, So
shout out to Handles.
They call it homemade ice cream, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
So if you want to not get the shits, you have homemade ice cream. That's the sponsor. They're gonna sponsor the podcast. That's the trick. All right. Let me see if there's anything going on in the industry that requires any attention.
The only thing I've seen is Terrence Ruffins not competing, but I think we all knew that already.
Yeah, we saw him at that gym in Dallas.
Yeah.
I think I said it to Zay, right? Right?
I seen him. Yeah, we've seen him.
We was like, yeah, I don't think he's in prep. He didn't look like he was in prep. Let's see what's going on here. Who's this? Oh shit! I thought that was Beirut. This is Mike.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, pretty much nothing. I don't see anything. Oh, what happened to what he doing the Olympia? He qualified?
Yeah, I think late last year maybe.
Oh, because I thought because he had got jumped. I thought he was in bad. I thought he was in bad shape that he couldn't work out or some shit.
I saw him in Dubai. He's a really nice guy. He's good.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Well, I guess he didn't get beat up that bad. He's just a little.
It was pretty bad. It's pretty fucking bad. Let's not take that.
But what's bad is getting beat up in front of your girl, bro. That's the bad part.
Yeah, that's not good.
Unfortunately, of course, I don't know. Yeah,
that's not nice.
Yeah, I don't really care about that shit. I'm more worried about getting beat up. Who cares about the girl? What?
Well, you don't want her to see you in that light, you know.
No, of course not.
But I guess you don't want to get beat up. Period. You know,
that's my main priority, man.
Yeah, it'd be nice to not get beat up.
That would be nice. Yeah. What is this real? What the fuck is this? You got big ass biceps, no? Whose man is this? His arms look insane. Biceps.
Alfie Pauly. I remember this guy from years ago.
Huh.
I don't know if he was an open guy or what.
Yeah. Well, he got some crazy arms. Let me see. Is this recent? He looks lean, no? He looks lean for off season.
Makes you wonder.
Oh, okay. Well, let's wonder. Well, he looks really good. I'll say that. Shout out Quinn Beastwood. Yo,
hey,
we going.
Dude, I'm so hyped. I'm on Quinn's meme send list now. So like he sends me dank shit that should not be publicly posted, but it's pretty funny.
You got to see it. When's the next Dubai trip?
I don't know. Supposedly there's the Dubai Muscle Show at the end of October, but I can't go to that.
Why not?
I'm moving to Texas, dude.
Joe could go. Joe could go in your place.
Okay.
You cool with that? You cool with that, Stu?
Yeah, remember? I'm Olive Garden Soup Joe.
God, that fits you so good. Fuck. Olive Garden.
You don't have to grow your hair. Like, Stu looks a little different.
I'm already working on it. See it? Look at all this.
I see it. I see it.
You're gonna stay in your lane, pal.
Get a tan.
Get a mullet.
He looks big. Okay. James looks big. He looks good. He looks big.
James looks big as fuck right now.
Yeah, he looks lean too. Was he in Dubai or no?
No, he was.
Hey, James is someone who's lean in his off season and huge and loses so much size coming down.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I mean, I know he has a hard time bringing in his glutes. You know, sometimes when you glute chase, shit sometimes goes. I don't know. It don't translate sometimes.
You know, one of the issues that the English guys who are with Biolab have is both James and Nathan Dasher are sponsored by ESN, which is a German company, and So the way it's set up there is if you're a sponsored athlete, you're technically like an employee. So they get in trouble if they post anything regarding like biolab peptides because it's not legal in Germany. So the like and their sponsor will their supplement sponsor will come down on them hard if they like repost, biolab stuff, which is stupid, but
Yeah, that's kind of stupid. Like that's not really their lane. Not really their business. You would think that's like kind of separate, but
it's just the
okay.
laws in Germany. It's a police state.
It's crazy. So Wyatt?
What's up? What's up, buddy?
All I can see is your forearm, Justin.
Oh shit!
what do you got? What do you got think about Derek's forearms?
Very nice.
Oh, you can't see much in this picture, I guess. If you got more update, oh shit!
What's up, Chris?
Yo, what's up, Justin?
How the fuck did y'all talk this dude to get on the podcast?
I just sent him a link.
Supposed to do what Sunday? That shit didn't fall through.
Yeah, what happened Sunday was basically me and Ken for most of the podcast. Or the fucking Ken interview.
Yo, I'm ready to see what Ken bring next year, bro. I think it's gonna be something crazy.
Yeah, he
looks fucking crazy at that guest posing, bro.
I saw him next to Akeem. I'm like, oh shit! Don't stand next to Ken. Blown. Yeah, don't take no pictures next to Ken now. Noted. If I see him at the Olympia, I ain't taking no pictures next to him. Derek was good.
You guys think he's gonna repeat?
No,
I don't think so.
It's gonna be tough. It's different now. It's different now. It's not like before. We used to be like, it's gonna be Phil, it's gonna be Kai, and maybe Roden, and maybe Dexter, and Dennis Wolf, and then Branch. It's not like that anymore, man. You got more separation in there, right? No, he looks harder in the chest now.
The MI40 gym light, yeah.
Good point.
I'm just calling a spade a spade.
Yeah, it could be a fullness issue. Who knows? Maybe he's fucking trying to be extremely full and his chest is losing some separations. On the side poses, you can see more detail in his upper chest, but not from the front. Maybe
it's so weird, man. Like half the time it seems like they don't give a shit about striations, right? In certain body parts, they don't give a damn. And then other ones, like if you're trying to knock Mr. Olympia, you could be like, "Hey, why don't you have chest striations?" Like, I don't know, he just doesn't. Some people don't have glute striations, and they have paper thin skin on their glutes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
like you, I mean, your glute has some lines in it, but it's like it's drier than it is detailed, right?
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah,
it's conditioned, but it's not like Derek Lunsford here, you know.
Yeah, because he could have higher body fat than you, and he's always going to have more detailed glutes. Just genetic, man. I mean, I guess it goes both ways. Like, what do you? Because Hadi's glutes can get pretty peeled. We've seen it like back when he was like 212.
But again, he's only got like one line going through it, right? Like true. At the Arnold, when he was, Tyler was complimenting his condition a lot, and because it was really good, and he only had like one line going through his glute.
Yeah,
the shot crazy.
That's why it's hard to compare and contrast condition, because people hold it different ways. You have Ronnie with crazy peeled glutes, but he didn't have like really good quad, chest, ab detail per se. No, chest was pretty good. Well, same with Phil. I mean, Phil didn't have crazy quad lines. It's whereas Hadi had the crazy chest separation. Everybody got their own strengths. At the end of the day, I think who has it overall should be given the nod. But I don't think they should hyper focus on glutes personally. I don't think that should be the end all be all.
Well, I think you should judge the condition of them, but like not the striations in them, because if they're lumpy and shot up, then yeah, that's not good. But if they're purely self-interested here, if they don't have a bunch of lions, but you're in shape, like that shouldn't knock you too bad.
What do you think about this separation for 3 weeks out for this condition?
Pretty good.
That's Rubio.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who else? Look at his neck.
Yeah, I mean, I think he looks good. I think he's. I don't think he's ever been out of shape. I think he just looks strange because maybe he's so big and full and round. I think sometimes it doesn't translate really well, but I don't think he has like a lot of body fat on stage.
I think what it is it's like Samson. Like, you know how he didn't carb up with the RWK? I think it's the same thing with him. Like, he's just so bubbly, you don't have to carb him up. Like, if you watch the what podcast is Christian here on?
The Dennis James.
The Dennis James, when they were talking about that, they're like he was like hadn't eaten like over 100 grams of carbs in like 6 weeks, and then they started to fill him out, and he just got watery.
Oh, I think what's going on. Yeah, so I don't think he needs to fill out. I think just give him maybe a little bit that Friday, if that.
Yeah.
Boatloads of Lasix.
Mm-hmm.
Injectable Lasix, like Roman.
Well, I guess I know some coaches who do both, right? They'll carb you up, but with every meal they'll give you a little diuretic, right? This is not Compton I'm talking about, by the way. I'm just talking about in general. But like every meal they'll be like, okay, I'm gonna carb you up, but they if you hold water, they'll like give you like a quarter diazide and then carb you up, quarter diazide, carb you up, or like half a Lasix.
That's gonna add up fast, dude. Holy shit.
I mean, you got to be black to do that because if not,
basically,
if not, it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna work very well. So just think of the coaches who have really good black guys, and then you'll know who I'm referring to.
Probably like a Cito or something.
Excuse me. What was that? What was that? Why?
Probably like a Cito or something.
Come again? Why?
Who's that?
I don't know who that is.
I've heard Akeem like going days without drinking water.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, listen, man, like nobody wants to do that, but it is what it is, man. I tried not doing that this year, and I was drier. I don't think I was leaner last year, but I was drier last year. So some people just need to do that extreme shit, and it's gonna suck. But you want to look good, you're gonna have to do it. Shit. Like last year I basically cut water. That Friday I wasn't drinking water. That Thursday maybe like a shaker bottle. That's like 20 ounces.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
And this was with a shitload of diuretics. I don't know if I told Stu the protocol, but it's not good. But you'll look hard, I'll tell you that. But also it doesn't affect us. Like I didn't cramp. I wasn't like, oh, I'm fucking thirsty. I was just tired. But there's zero, like there's no cramping. No, I don't feel like I'm in danger. I'm still using the bathroom. I'm still peeing. I don't feel shriveled up. Feel flat and tired, I guess. But some people's body can take it.
You know how I said I did that the sugar-free monster with some of the fluid that I was supposed to intake?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I won USA's doing that, and then my buddy tried it. He won his overall at his show. Just saying.
Beatty has to do like sugar-free grape soda. Which they make. It's good.
They do make it. I do. I do they have the grape crystal light. You can put it in what you call the water, the sparkling water or the fizzy water, whatever.
Is that like ghetto
water.
Grape soda?
Basically, that's like that's 0 calorie grape soda, bro.
Oh
try it out. It actually tastes pretty good. I don't know about your taste buds for Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, I'm more of a lemonade guy.
Baby, yesterday you said, remember yesterday you were grabbing something out of your bag. And then, like, you said something like, Now Paul, they'll throw me in jail. And they'll be Beatty. It's racist.
Oh no, that was my. I think it was my IGF insulin. I just shoot that shit in the gym right there in front of everybody. And so some people think it's weird. I'm like, man,
bro, he pulled out a fucking needle and then stabbed his biceps in front of everybody.
The way I look at it is like everybody knows I'm on gear. First of all, second of all, it's like, what are you gonna do to me?
In the right gym, nobody gives a shit. Like, actually, at Destination, they had a problem like a year or two ago where they had to get like a plumber out because there were so many needles that people had flushed down the toilet that they had to like clear it out because none of the toilets were working. And then MJ put up a sign saying like, please don't flush shit that shouldn't be flushed in the bathrooms.
Who the fuck flushes a needle though?
I don't know.
In the stalls, they have the hazardous waste material things.
Yeah, that's California.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of drug users there.
No, at Destination they have that.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, I never saw it.
Stalls.
Oh shit. Okay.
They probably put that there because everybody was flushing it.
Yeah. That's why. That makes sense now. Now I know why they have those up.
I just put it back in my, because I have like a what you call a little diabetic cooler bag thing. I just put it back in there and just throw it out when I get home. You know? I don't see the point of flushing. I don't think I ever flushed
out of spite.
I don't think I ever flushed a needle. Am I sharing the screen? You guys can see this, right?
Yeah.
But if I put out a needle, even if it's a commercial gym, like what are they gonna do though? They're gonna call the cops, you know? Like what the fuck? I shot myself. It could be insulin. I could be diabetic. I mean, you don't really know. And
what did you guys think about Brett's guest posing right there?
I think he looks good. Yeah. Martin looked like he carved up for this shit.
Yeah, Martin
was full blown.
Yeah, he looked like he was eating.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. All right, let me put up. Do you guys think Martin is the first call out guy this year? By first call out guy, I mean let's say
top what?
Like six people. I guess it depends how much they call.
I don't think they're gonna give him that look, even if he deserves to be up there. I think they're gonna make him work for it for a couple years.
Yeah. Well,
I think he could stand up there with him, but I don't think they're gonna give him that look.
Do you guys agree with that? What do you guys think?
You said first call out?
Yeah, like let's say top six.
For sure, not this year. 100% not this year.
So let's break it down, right? We got Derek, Hadi, Samson, Andrew, Nick. That's 5 people. So 6th place. Now we're thinking. Well, technically we got to say Curry because Curry was 4th. So we can't, we can't just leap. I don't think he will be. I don't think he's gonna be Hunter, but we got to give him that respect, right? Because he's been beating all these people every single year. So let's say in that 6th spot is between basically Curry, Hunter.
Hey, is Curry even doing it? Like, I haven't seen anything from him. Maybe I missed it.
Yeah.
Well, he don't post though. He just don't post. He's not.
He always posted. He always posts something from that little like doorway thing. And
well, his coach isn't coaching him this year. Abdullah is not coaching him.
Oh
yeah, that's true. But I mean, he always posts something at least.
Yeah, he posted something. Just nobody saw it. Nobody looked at it.
If he's even in Kuwait this year.
Yeah, he's there.
He is.
Mm-hmm.
I always wonder, like these guys who are like he's one of Mr. Olympia, right? He's got contracts, but he doesn't hardly post anything. He posts like his son, playing football, which is cool. But does he still get paid to not promote anything on social media?
Brandon Curry.
Oh yeah, he's getting paid. I can promise you that. But let me
from supplement sponsors or what? Because he's not
Well, he's sponsored by SciTech, Gorilla Wear, Chic, Carbon Performance. You know,
You see
I
what I'm
mean,
saying, though, right? Like, he doesn't
I know what you mean.
post.
Yeah, I get you.
I guess they're just paying him to be affiliated, but believe you me, he's not gonna have them in his bio if they're not paying him. But this is recent, a day ago.
Oh, so he did post something. I didn't see that.
Yeah, yeah. He usually looks like more like bursting full at this point, but it's hard to say. He does things at his own pace. You can't really judge him unless he's on stage. I just can't see him beating Andrew and Hunter at this point. Doesn't mean he won't, but he literally beat them last year. But I just eventually it's gonna happen, right? It's just like it's a matter of when, not if. Like he's can't just do that. You can't do this forever. You know, nobody can. But
I think if he does lose to him, it'll be his last year.
You think so? You think he would stop?
Probably.
Yeah, I can see that. I guess it depends why he's doing it. If he's getting good money and he continues to get good money, then I don't know. Possibly. All right. I think that's all the news. All right. Anything happen? Nothing.
What's the next show?
Italy, I think.
Italy.
Yeah, Italy.
And it's Hunter and next.
Yo! Find that video of Hunter that got put up recently.
It's on his page. Or
yeah.
you can go to YouTube as well.
I just want to congratulate Hunter on finally biting the bullet here.
Mm-hmm.
He is bald.
Yeah,
it
looks
just
great.
Shaved it. So
you probably can't see it on this video, but the detail is like pretty grainy, like on his triceps and stuff.
But hey, did you guys see him in Texas?
Yeah.
I watched him pose after you guys like skedaddled out of there, and he looks very good.
Yeah.
He's big as fuck right here.
They made some adjustments. He's like 261 in these videos, they said.
Yeah. He's hitting the conventional side tricep now, but his hamstrings actually look even better.
Yeah, they told him to stop doing that.
If you have a good side leg, maybe you shouldn't.
I agree.
I don't know.
Some people with the conventional one where you're smushing like he's doing there, like I can't twist my shoulders around enough when I do that. So I'm doing this fucking weird jerky shoulder angle thing.
That's why I don't do it.
I mean, Jay Cutler used to do that. Like his shoulders would be like jacked up like that because he was so big, but his looked good, and mine doesn't look good like that. That's a pretty shit pose for me, man. I just can't get into it.
See that Dorian Yates variation? I can't get into that at all. I've tried it. I'm like, I can't get into the pose. But I see what you mean. Even with Hunter, he's not turning as much, but it looks good though. You know that baldy looks good though. I think I want to see that on stage, straight bald.
Well, if you go to his YouTube, the one they just dropped, there's a posing video after back, and his glutes are like final, like coming in.
There you go. Yeah, his glutes come in on the later side, but
I think he's probably leaner than he looks like weeks out of a show. And then he gets water off of him at the end. And that's when he finally pulls it together. Because, like, this doesn't look super hard, right? But, like, he will be. It's just probably a drug thing. You know, maybe he doesn't change certain drugs out until closer than, you know, maybe we would.
But he always gets criticized for not being hard as nails on stage and always has a film.
Yeah, but besides last couple years, right?
Last year he did not get that criticism.
Yeah, he was hard out there. I mean, his back didn't used to look like that. That's for sure. He definitely holds water because even on stage he sweats quite a bit. He sweats quite a bit. So
he likes to say he makes his own glaze.
That's funny, yeah. I mean, but this is far harder than he used to look. You know, even this close to the show.
Well, you got to think about it. Working with Ben long enough, they're going to find out. They're going to figure it out eventually.
Yeah. There's no rules to this, man. You'll be surprised what you can get away with, both a lot or little, because everybody's body is so different. Sometimes it doesn't make sense, but once you figure it out, you figure it out, you know. But yeah, some people like to keep you as big and full as possible to the last minute. I can see the benefits in that, unless you're having trouble getting some of the fluid off. But yeah, some people keep like the, you know, DECA, EQ, high test, Anadrol, all that shit all the way until like a week out. Even GH.
I never did GH.
What? You don't take it out? You don't take it out? Oh shit!
I'll shoot that shit potato.
Damn. Do any of y'all keep GH in?
No.
I do.
I always pull it.
10 days at least.
Yeah, I usually put like 2 weeks out. Zay said, yeah?
Yeah.
You keep it in?
I do. Yeah.
Certain physiques you have to.
And I never cut the sweeteners out too, or the sodas, or the stevia, all that stuff. Until show day.
These are two guys with crazy shredded glutes, so I mean, what do you do with that information? It's either they would have them regardless, or they don't need to do. I don't know.
Well, honestly, I thought about it the other way. I do so much cardio during that prep. Any water that I'm holding is going to come right out with that many minutes on the cardio machine. So what water? It's going to come out 100%. You know?
Yeah, and most of us take some diuretic anyway, so it's like, shit. We on hard noise, we're on diuretics, we're on Tren and Winnie and Provine. I mean, hopefully that's enough to do the job, you know.
The GH did help me stay fuller for sure.
Yeah, I had to have it.
When I cut the GH, my look changes pretty drastically. Yeah, you know, and sometimes not the amount of dryness I get from it. I don't know if it's a good trade off sometimes.
I wonder if you could actually take it out and then
put it back in.
Put it back in. Because like when you start taking GH, you can notice the fullness effect. But then, after 4 or 5 days, then you can kind of tell you're holding a little bit of water. If you can almost put it in the day before or eat shit that morning and just see what happens.
John Meadows did that.
Yeah, John Meadows and Andrew Berry was doing 18 IUs.
They shoot a whole pen the day before. I don't know, man. That's not a gamble I want to take personally, but I mean, I don't.
You don't have a problem staying full though,
right? I have to eat a lot.
Yeah.
But once the food's coming in, I don't need those drugs in play to keep me full. So
yeah, I have a problem. I'll go flat way too quick, way too.
Yeah, but how soft can you go with one shot?
I'd rather not find out. That's all I'm saying.
It could be something you could test out since you get ready so early. Drop that shit.
True.
But here's the thing: I don't want to get ready early next year because it's fucking gay, and I had to sit around for 4 weeks doing nothing.
That's facts.
I think I'll work harder if I'm cutting it close. I'm like, fuck, am I gonna get in shape? I'm gonna do another 5 minutes on the stairs.
I think it's human nature. I think you go harder when you have less time.
Dude, I literally get so complacent at 3 or 4 weeks out. I'm like, fuck, can we get this over with?
Yeah,
I don't want to do that again, man.
You don't want to feel like that. You don't want to feel like that. Some people do that with Anadrol. They'll take it out maybe, I don't know, 4 weeks out, and then they'll add it back show day or day before and show day to get more fullness. Some people carb up on Anadrol. When they start carbing up Wednesday, they'll add Anadrol back in.
I do that with Superdrol.
Superdrol, yeah.
And Super Joe, you feel like it keeps you full or gets you harder?
Well,
Both?
it keeps you. It's same kind of fullness as you get from Anadrol, but like without the water retention potential. You know.
It just depends on how you react to the Anadrol. Like if you don't hold water on Anadrol, you're probably okay. But Superdrol it made me a different person, a different bodybuilder.
Yeah,
What?
I always
Okay.
take that last couple days and morning of, right before I get on stage. It's perfect.
Yeah. Once the body fat is off, you're taking diuretics and you're limiting your fluid that you're drinking. How do you hold water though? Is my thing. Like,
well, so
like
you're adding in all these things like drugs and stuff that are going to be affecting your kidneys, not hurting them necessarily, but like affecting what your kidneys are doing by adjusting like aldosterone and all this shit, right? So like, yeah, you're doing all this stuff to get yourself dry, but also there's multiple factors at play. So I'd rather just not have any factors that are going to make me hold water if I can help it.
Yeah,
and I think it's just a better option for that particular situation.
Yeah, if I have somebody who just seems to be coming in flat all the time, that's when I would start incorporating that, and not like me, not because I'm flat because I'm just pushing really hard. I'm talking about somebody who's just flat just because their metabolism.
Even like you refeed them and they still don't work.
Exactly. I've had people that I refeed them and they lose weight for like the first 3-4 days.
That's me.
Oh, you see, that's insane to me.
Weren't you saying that happened at Nationals last year, Justin? You're like eating a ton and you kept on losing weight. Did that happen?
Yep, that always happens.
Okay.
Like I was doing 1,000 grams plus carbs a couple days in a row, and I'd just be the same weight, if not lighter.
Wait, you said 1,000 carbs?
At least, yeah.
From what food source? Fucking Skittles?
It's all crispy rice, right? Justin.
I mean, rice cakes, shit like that, muffins.
What the fuck? Are you hungry at that point, or are you like, I want to go back to low days?
No, I'd be starving.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but that was like multiple ones in a row. But that was after my first show as well. It was just hard for my body to keep weight up. So we had to call Chad Nichols, ask him what to do.
Oh boy,
that was 1,000 carbs, bro. Like
that would be uncommon, like 3 or 4 times a week.
You want to know what my high day was? My high day was an extra 150 grams of carbs. So I was at like 30, 40 carbs. So it would bring me up to what, like 200. It's like 200. That was my high day.
Baby had 1,000 grams of carbs in like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. And the funny part, I would hit up the group chat happy as fuck, like, yo, I got an extra 100 grams of rice.
Oh boy, good for you, baby.
Congrats, bro. Congrats. And it's like, yeah, man.
Would you burn through that shit, or would it stick?
It would stick, actually. But believe it or not, it was kind of strange,
crazy.
but it would stick. But toward the end, I felt like the look got away from me a little bit. I think it's possible to push that hard, but I think then you have to keep the drugs in. I think it's one or the other. I think if you push that hard, I think I gotta keep the drugs high. That sounds fucked up, but I'm just being honest, because I usually get rid of
what drugs.
I usually, like, let's say for test, if I'm on a long ester, I'll cut it out 6 weeks out, and if I'm on like Prop, I'll cut it out like 2 weeks out because it's what I needed to do before. But when I work with Compton, he pushes me down so much harder that I may have to not do that actually, So
this will make y'all laugh too. I'll inject the day before the show.
like test. You keep testing.
Everything. Yeah.
You don't lower the test dose at all.
No.
See, I got to be honest, because on the rebound, once I add the drugs back in at a decent amount, my condition looks exactly the same. Well, once I drop some of the water weight, like I'll have lines in my glutes at like 270, yet I don't get lines in my glutes till I'm like under 250, right? So part of me is like, I think I should keep the drugs in if I'm being pushed as hard as I am now.
But here's the thing: is like if all your variables are the same and you look good, then why change them? And if there's something wrong, you got to change it. All variables are the same. You're waking up fucking dry as shit every morning. There's no reason to change anything.
It's like I'm changing it based off the past, but back then I wasn't exactly, and I wasn't doing as much cardio. I wasn't getting down as hard as far as calories and deficit. So at that time, it was actual body fat. I wasn't lean enough. Whereas now, I think, I'm pushing down so hard that if I take out those things, now it goes to the flat side. So that's something I would definitely like to try. I'm doing more than one show next year, finally. So I'll be able to try a couple of things. If it goes to shit, then I'll have another show to fix it. So I don't think I've ever done more than one show.
For this USA, when did you pull the injections?
Like a week out.
1 week.
I pulled everything out though. A week out on the chin, yeah.
You feel better or better than last year? 6 weeks out, pulling it that early. What
you mean? How I felt like energy wise and stuff?
Yeah.
There's no better for me. Every single day is literally hell. Just functioning, my brain functioning. That's not going to change though. Just that amount of food is that's just how it's going to be. I couldn't tell you which words because it's just all shit at that point. I don't even think about it. I just gotta just do it.
Hey Chris, what you doing next year?
North Americans with you, bro. You gonna lead the way, man. Yeah. I'm not gonna fly out. What is it in Cali? The USA's?
Yeah. It's in Anaheim now. And
I'd rather just drive up the East Coast, man.
So
North Americans is where I'm set on.
See, I kind of like the Nationals is in Texas, but that's too close to when is the Nationals? Is it December now?
Yeah, December.
Yeah.
Oh no! That's a bad time to be dieting. I don't want to diet in December. Well, because we got Thanksgiving, I guess.
Bro, you can set that shit out, bro. It's okay.
they got like there's like some important birthdays there. Like, listen, like if I'm in prep, I don't care about that. But if I'm planning the prep, I would try to avoid it unless I have to, right? If it's like the only choice you have, let's say people get ready for the Olympia, right? Or there's only one Nationals. Then I'll be like, I don't give a fuck about any of that. But
you never done Nationals before, have you?
No.
You need to do Nationals because it's the best ran show there is.
Oh yeah.
Freddie them run the bitch.
Well, that might have to be about. I like Texas too, man. I'll fuck around and go to Texas. I like Texas. I guess you miss Thanksgiving. You're gonna eat the same food on Christmas, anyways.
Yeah.
The same family.
I haven't had Thanksgiving in like 3 years, bro.
I've always done shows in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did kind of suck dieting during the wintertime because you'd be cold as shit.
Yeah, you get cold when you diet. Wait, so like, okay, so what's 16 weeks out of like December?
Where, bro? You're living in LA.
No, not the weather.
Like August.
That's not bad. My birthday is September, but I don't celebrate my birthday. Yeah. It would like my girlfriend used to, but like I'm single now, so I wouldn't celebrate my own birthday, honestly. Like somebody else would have to celebrate it. Like, hey, make me do it, but I don't really do anything. I'll probably go to have a steak and potato.
I always do it on my birthday.
The one time I dieted on my birthday, me and my ex went to this steakhouse, and I ordered a steak, potato, and broccoli. Then I got nervous about the potato, so I just had the steak and broccoli for my birthday.
They
The steak was probably worse than potato because they lather in butter.
They do.
Yeah.
Well, it's a balance, right? Because I'm looking at the potato, I'm like, it's a baked potato, but that shit is too moist. I fucking baked potatoes. They don't just be all like mashed potatoes. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to eat this, you know. And you're right. The steak has more than enough fucking fats in there for you know to satiate me. You know. All right, guys. You want to get into questions?
Yeah.
I think my edible kicked in, so if you see my eyes getting a little low, what time it is? About to be in Zayd mode for a second.
Yeah.
What's but smoking during the rebound is rough because I just want to sleep. I already want to sleep all day long, you know. But Biolab got this shit. Fladafinil. Anybody ever take that?
Oh yeah.
Modafinil, you mean?
So they made
they
stuff
have
into a vapable form actually, and it hits you really fast.
Like a vape pen, or like the nose spray?
No, it's like one of these, but it's like a refillable cartridge. Yeah.
Wait, Biolab has that or somebody else?
They're not selling it yet. They had some prototype stuff that they had in Dubai, and I brought it back. It works really good. I like it a lot.
You got more?
What does it do?
Not for you.
hey, baby said, hit a vape, then blow it in a bottle and send it to him.
Basically, yeah. Bro, I fucking need like last night I got concerned for the first time. I could have died 3 times, bro. Like legit. Like I'm like this on the wheel, and I wake up, and one of the times I had to like completely like just make a crazy like to avoid hitting the car, and I don't know how I didn't lose traction, bro. I have no idea how, because
you should not be driving.
Here's the thing: if you doze off once, you need to get out and like do some push-ups or something, or like walk around your car. Because if you doze off once, you're like, "Oh, I'm good." It kind of scares you and it wakes you up, and then you're gonna fall asleep again. But I've done it, bro. I've wrecked a car, like 2 cars.
Bro, it's bad. Yeah, the last time when I had to make that crazy get out the way, I didn't go back to sleep after that one. I'm like, yo, I legit almost died. And
yeah, but how much longer did you have to drive?
I was coming from OC. I drove like 40 minutes, and it was like.
But when was the last time you did that to the time you got home?
Maybe like 15 minutes.
Oh, you're lucky then. Because a lot of times you're like, "Oh, I'm up, I'm good," and then you just go right back.
And you go back, yeah.
Dude, it's just as bad as driving drunk. Don't do it. It's not.
It's not worth it.
It's not kill somebody else too.
Yeah, that's all. Because I mean, it's all fun and games until the shit actually happens.
Yeah,
and then you're sitting there like,
it's not fun in games at all. What? How is this fun? Dozing off behind the wheel.
Listen, Stu's probably the only one here that seen me drive not sleepy.
It's fucking bad when he's awake. Like I can't imagine, dude.
Yeah.
I always pull over and take a nap, man. That's it.
See,
I can see. I'm just taking a nap right here.
It don't work for me. Anytime I pull over to take a nap, I can't sleep. Then I'll start driving again and fall asleep.
That's funny. Drive like this.
And then you need to rest your eyes for a bit. Sometimes I'll do that.
Something about driving like a maniac just soothes me. You know, puts me right.
So like when your infant is like acting up or whatever and grabs you, if you just take it out and drive, don't fall asleep.
That's true.
You're just a giant baby.
Basically. All right. Did I ask you a question?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just a baby.
What's more impressive, Andrew's improvements or Hunter?
We haven't seen Hunter on stage yet. Probably Andrew so far.
Okay. You was there at Texas too. That I can't lie. That was.
Bro, it literally took me a second. We were sitting there, and it took me a second to realize what I was looking at.
Everybody got quiet. Like I feel like everybody was kind of cheering, and then he comes out. Everybody gets quiet. Like we're all kind of like, what's going on here? Like, mind you, I've never seen him on stage in person, so I'm kind of like, that looks. it all like this is not what it is, but it almost looks like it's almost like his body is full of like silicone or like metal or something. It looks fake. It almost looks like he got like pads in his body. You know, it's
the craziest thing is when he's posing, it doesn't look like he even breathes.
Yeah, no, he it's so easy for him, you know, posing, but he has good details. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think there's stuff all over his body, but it almost looks fake. That's how crazy it looks. But it's all detailed. Or I saw all the detail all over that. But really
on the
impressive.
Bodybuilding and BOYZ podcast, they were talking about, or Ian said something about his arms look suspicious. They didn't look suspicious to me. They just looked fucking big.
That's the pot calling the kettle black. Jesus.
Well, you know what it is? It's kind of hard. It's hard to believe when you see people look like that. You know, you remember Zach Khan, how round his arms were? Yeah. And people were like, oh, there's got to be something in there. But then look how, first of all, like, why would you pin a body part that's that big to begin with? It's kind of weird because it's always been that big. But also, like, the amount of detail in there is just insane, you know? So, and I got to be honest, I don't give a fuck if you do pin it. If you look crazy, you look crazy. As long as it looks good, I don't give a fuck if there is shit in there. If I can see the detail, then it really doesn't matter to me. Yeah. You know, let's be real. Like most of the '90s guys have already spoken about it, and they had pretty good detail. You know. Yeah, we haven't seen Hunter improve. So I mean, we haven't seen Hunter on stage yet.
Like I saw him posing, but I mean, until we see him like super sharp, I think that's when it's going to actually translate.
Mm-hmm. Can Nexzilla beat Hunter? Whoever doesn't qualify, do you think they'll do UK? Oh, okay. In between those two, I get what you're saying.
I think Hunter's doing both regardless.
Hunter's doing both?
I thought he was.
I know that Cal dude that he's training with, he's doing the UK.
Carlos, yeah.
And then I think Lewis is supposed to do it too.
Lewis is impressive. Very impressive.
Very.
He's more impressive in person.
Yeah. The idea, because what I was hearing about before I saw him in person, I thought he was shredded, but I didn't realize how big he was. But it's always been, from what I've been hearing, it's like, oh, he's big and shredded, but his shape is bad, so he doesn't get the placing. I'll be honest, like, I don't care if his shape is bad. I feel like first of all, I don't think it's really bad. But if you're that big and lean, yeah, I don't think it's bad. I mean, we've seen a lot worse shape than that.
I think he poses very well for his physique.
Yeah, I don't think his shape is as good as Jordan and Nate and Andrew and those guys, but I don't think it's bad. And like I said, that much muscle, that much condition, I don't really give a fuck if your shape isn't the best. That's too impressive to. I feel like he should be able to win shows personally. Looking like that, I feel like he should be able to win shows.
I think he don't get the look. I mean, he didn't even get to stand with the top four at all.
No, I think he should have. I think he should have. I think it should have been a 4-man call out. I think he's good enough to stand next to those guys and potentially beat them. With all due respect, I think he's good enough. But that's just my opinion. Okay. Oh, but can Nexzilla beat Hunter?
I don't think
so. Can is a very open word. I mean, anything can happen. Fucking Milos beat Jay. But
I mean, can it happen? Yeah, it can, but
I don't think it will.
Wild shit happen.
I don't think it will. Nexzilla is freaky, but I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna be like a first call out guy at the Olympia. I don't know if that's in his cards. I don't know. I mean, it's a very strange physique.
I don't think he's there yet.
You think he can get there?
Another 2 years. I mean, Chris Cormier said he started training 6 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
What improvements can he make that's going to benefit him besides condition? I feel like his
shoulders and chest and all the upper body.
What I notice is his upper body did grow, but his legs still grew more. So
I wouldn't translate that at all.
No, I wouldn't even do Stairmaster or bike. Probably, I'll probably do fucking what do you do? The fucking that tactical shit.
Well, he had to do the hand bike.
Yeah, the hand bike. You're gonna have to do fucking some shit like, or the fucking what those people do, the fucking rows and shit, that fucking weird ass row machine, because his legs are gonna just keep growing at this point, you know. I think you're gonna have a hard time beating the top 6 people. Like, we're talking about who's fighting for 6th place here. We're talking about is between Andrew Hunter, what's his name, Martin. I think they just outclass him. They outcondition him first and foremost, but if he's in shape, I think they outclass him. You know, but who knows? How much how's your foot size grown from using GH? I'm up half a size this past off season.
I think got a little wider. They didn't really grow longer.
No, I don't think mine grew longer neither. I think you're. Well, I don't think for sure. You get heavy enough, your arches collapse. So just your arches collapsing, your feet gets significant. Your shoe size goes up. You know, probably a full size at least. But your feet, if you look at the length, it's not like your toes get longer or anything. Your actual feet is just like, I don't know. It's wider. It's higher. It's just big. Yeah, just a thing. It's like our hands, right? Our hands didn't look like this before. Now, we don't have long fingers, but the shit just gets like beefy and shit, like randomly, you know. So, how about
Nick has some fucking meat hammers, bro. Nick Walker, his hands are fucking huge, bro.
Bro, his thumb looks like a damn corn dog.
His shit's like double my fucking fist, bro.
No, who has big ass hands? Elias.
Yeah, he does actually. He does. You're right. He does. He got pretty huge hands. Who do you think has the craziest hands?
I don't know.
I shook Guy Green's hand one time, and that shit was wacky, bro. His fucking fingers like went all the way around my fucking hand. I was like, and then he started speaking. He's like, "Young man, this is your dream." And I was like, "All right, God, nice to meet you, bro."
That's hilarious. I thought Rolly, even in contest shape, when I saw somebody in New York Pro, his hands looked like an obese person. I mean, he looked like he was obese in like the what you call the track suits. He looked like a obese guy, so his hands looked the same. Even his head. His face was peeled, but like crazy, like I don't know, like pumped. He had a head pump going on. You know how when like you eat like a big meal late and you get the fucking crazy head pump here. He had that head pump all the way down to his jaw, of course, and just veins everywhere here. And so even in the tracksuit, he was impressive. It was like that's the most impressive guy in the fucking. A fucking what you call it, turtleneck tracksuit I've ever seen. You know, just his fucking face gains was crazy. All right. What was the question again? Oh, how much have your feet grown since you started GH?
Not really. It's got wider.
Yeah, wider.
Mine got wider.
I'm sorry, your shoe size. I keep saying feet grow. Did your shoe size go up?
Not really.
Not really? Oh.
Half a size.
Either. I was going to say maybe like a half a size, if that.
Yeah, but that's like the same with me, but it's really just like swelling from water retention.
Like in the morning, I can put my shoe on a lot better than I can put on in the evening. Put it that way.
Yeah. You know what? That's a good point because I said my shoe size went up 2.5 sizes, but when I'm in prep, I could probably fit. Okay, I'll wear a size 13. When I'm like 4 weeks out, I could probably fit in a size 11. You know, so did it really grow or am I just fucking swollen, basically?
Swollen,
right? Because if it grew, that would mean that even if I'm lean and dry, I should still be a size 13.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense though, because when people talk about stuff growing, bro, your growth platelets have already closed. That's why we don't get any taller when we take growth hormone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Now, cartilage is different. Like, that's your nose, your ears. That never stopped growing. So that makes a lot more sense. But your bones theoretically shouldn't grow.
I got like an inch taller, but because the first time I did growth, I didn't do it consistently, but I was like 23. I think some people can get taller at 23. Not everybody though. You know.
I didn't start growth dating. So I don't know.
I think my head overall got bigger taking growth for many years. Honestly, ain't on Stu's level yet, but
But you know, they say generics are fake, right? Generics don't work, but apparently Stu just looks like that, huh?
I found my headphones.
This was my watch that I used to wear.
You can't get that over your hand.
It's like, it won't go past that.
I'm surprised you could get it there. I'm surprised you could get it there. You're gonna have to get that thing and open it up, but even then, some of them still can't fit me. I guess you would have to buy an extra piece, which is too much work to find shit that fits.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna ask a not bodybuilding related one now. Mix it up.
You got some funny ones or something?
Huh?
Got some funny questions?
Also, I'm gonna ask a non-bodybuilding question. Would you rather master? Would you rather master all languages or all sports?
I thought you were gonna say masturbate. I'm not gonna lie.
I swear I was ready for it.
That seemed more.
I feel like the languages would be more useful.
I think so.
Yeah.
What the fuck I'm gonna do with sports? Like, I mean, at this point, maybe. I mean,
be a Hall of Famer in every sport and go down in history as a legend.
I don't think they want to draft a 5'11", 280 guy.
But I would.
But if you master the sport, I guess
you're great.
Playing volleyball.
Why is Zay so polite? Is Zay polite?
If you're not polite in Arab countries, they cut off your head. You learned young. You never know who you might be talking to. You might be talking to like a sheik or like some brother of the king. So you might just be walking around the street, and if you're mean to him, that's it. You're done for.
I would say most other countries, people are more respectful, right? Generally,
yeah.
I don't know about Somalia, fucking pirates and shit, but like I would say most countries, people are more polite than Western culture, right?
Well, usually. I think we have a foreigner bias there. Because like if we go there as tourists, they're going to be more polite to us, right? Because they're trying to like get money out of us or whatever, right? So
okay, you're right. Not polite, respectful, because I don't necessarily think they're polite actually, but they have more respect for like elders and like general respect. Like you go down south, people have like more morals as far as like respect.
Totally.
Yeah, even if it's not being polite, but it's I guess more respect. Does that make sense? I think, right? I don't know. Who knows? I don't know what I'm talking about.
I just like to pay respect to the people so I can get it in return. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like to me, if somebody says so polite, that means I think like you're too nice to the point that people. Yeah, that people take advantage of you or like you're putting it on. But I mean, Zay, I mean, he stands up for himself. He's not like like.
I remember watching that podcast with Justin on it. Just getting Zay wired up, talking about his weight.
Yeah,
that's why you got fucking beat, bro.
He couldn't help it. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
All right.
I actually apologized to him in person, so I thought that was a little bit.
Hey, that shit was good for the views, but I had me fucking dying, bro.
It was,
Because I really didn't mean it that way.
it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, he was like,
Not that
I
bad.
didn't mean it that way, but I was tired of all y'all fucking talking shit.
Yeah, he would.
Hey, but one thing is, Zayt is a lot bigger in
On
person.
my side, I was truly trying as much as possible to push that weight up. So when I keep hearing these comments, it feels like I'm not even trying, but behind the camera, I'm truly stuffing myself as much as possible to get
be
that
honest,
weight up. At the same time, I'm not going to lie my weight when you ask me. I could lie about my weight. That's the last thing I want to do, is to be faking the shit up.
To be honest, it kind of just became a thing, but Zayt is actually big, you know.
No, he really is. Yeah.
It's just that his weight don't correlate to how he actually looks. He doesn't look his weight.
He carries his weight differently.
Got that hollow bones, man. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's cool to be like, oh, I'm 290, but it really means fuck all when you're on stage, bro.
Bro,
you know?
we've all seen people like, hey, I'm 300 pounds, but they don't look that big, you know. I honestly know. So it's all relevant to how you carry it. And in Dallas, Zayt hadn't been working out or anything, and honestly, he looked really good, you know. So
yeah, you should see now, dude. Shit is starting to respond. I'm up to 12 pounds. I'm looking sharper than Dallas, honestly.
Yeah,
so it's going in the right direction.
That's the best place to start, though. Like to start lean and still decent amount of muscle as a starting point. That's how you really blow up. You know? All right. So the best way to mitigate elevated blood pressure on cycle. Do you believe in natural supplements for blood pressure?
Depends on how high it is.
I like to just get straight to the fucking prescription shit. If
it's like 130 over like 90, you could probably take like Cartitone and
Cartitone works really well, actually.
And then shit, you could even drink like beetroot powder and stuff like. You could try that kind of stuff, and if it works, it works. If not, just get some Telmisart and you'll be all right.
Yeah.
I just don't like when bodybuilders are scared to take stuff like that, whereas they take everything else. Right? Oh, it's like you take a Remedix. So nobody have an issue doing that to counter estrogen. So like you can't be scared to take a blood pressure medicine when your blood pressure is legit high. I don't. It's kind of. I think bodybuilders are scared that it's gonna affect their gains. Like, oh, this is gonna make me fatter, or you know, shit like that. It's like, I mean, it's also gonna keep you alive, so that might be more important.
Yeah, you could save your kidneys. Actually,
you can do some cardio.
I think John O'Regan used to say,
trying to be realistic here, Justin.
John O'Regan didn't care for blood work. He was like, bro, but he was a grown ass man. He was like, at the time, maybe like 70. He I've been in this for a long time. Motherfuckers are not dying from bad blood work. They're dying from kidneys and fucking heart attacks. So it's like usually shit from blood pressure, right? It's like motherfucker, you can have perfect bill of your blood work could be perfect every single time, and you can still die tomorrow. You know, so he was just worried about your calcium score, your ejection fraction, and not your creatinine actually, because the creatinine number is way skewed. So it was the EGFR.
That doesn't mean shit, really. Like,
bro, I take 20 grams of creatine a day, minimum, and I work out 6 days a week. You know what I'm saying? So realistically, my creatinine, if my creatinine was exactly, let's say if it was completely fucked, it actually wouldn't mean that much because it's not, by the way, you know. But if it was, it doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. Just make sure, like I said, make sure your heart is on point, your blood pressure is on point, and EGFR, and what else? What's the other shit that matters for kidney?
BUN, but again, that's another, which is blood urea nitrogen, but that can get jacked up just from eating a lot of protein.
Yeah.
And like, I'm mostly just focused on EGFR. Because like if that's like 65, which is pretty close to out of range, it's pretty low. that's like we need to address that. But if it's like 80, 90, 100, even if creatinine and BUN are out of range, I'm like, you're eating 400 grams of protein a day. You're training hard. Like these are never going to be in range, and that's fine. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong here. You know, biggest thing with your kidneys too is controlling your blood pressure, because the way that you destroy your kidneys is your blood runs through it. It filters out waste products, and then you piss it out, right? But if you have a filter and you're pushing the pressure of the fluid going through it is super high, it's going to degrade that filter faster. Imagine if you took a garden hose and fucking shot it through a coffee filter.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to destroy the coffee filter. And that's basically water pressure or blood pressure. So controlling your blood pressure is the best way to help your kidneys.
It's the best way to stay alive, man. Like in general, I think that's so much more important than like most clients don't do too much blood work, but I have clients that want to check their blood work like every 3-4 weeks, and I'm like, bro, you're good. I would focus on you've never gotten a nuclear stress test or even a calcium score test. I think if you're older, maybe I would worry more about that. But if you're young, I don't think that's really. I don't know. You know?
If you do a relatively good job of keeping your cholesterol under control, it doesn't have to be perfect, but under control. The cholesterol is the stuff that's going to grab and bind up to your artery walls and cause atherosclerosis, which is what a calcium score is measuring. It's like how much cholesterol do you have that might cause a blockage bound up to your artery walls. So if you control that, the downstream effect is you're probably not going to have atherosclerosis. Now, if you don't, then you should probably, if you go extended periods of time with shit cholesterol, you need to probably get that test done to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah. Stu knows some shit. I thought Stu was a bro scientist. He dropped in some dimes over there.
Both.
Stulos.
Do you know how much citrus bergamot do you need to be on for actual benefits for the kidneys?
For at least 50 milligrams.
Well, astragalus is for the kidneys.
Yeah,
and astragalus, like you can dose that up to like 5-10 grams.
Bro,
it's going to continue to be effective.
Bro, so just buy the nutrient.
Yeah, you can buy raw powder and just put it in.
I do both.
It's disgusting, but you can do 5 grams easy. But if you try to do that with capsules, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I do both. So the capsules, I'll take it like I think it's 500 milligram capsules. I'll take like four of them, like with every meal basically. Then I'll take the powder. I'll put it in everything. I'll put it in my post-workout shake, pre-workout shake, intra-workout shake. Put it in my fucking drink. I just put it everywhere.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, but I don't.
I make what I call like a morning shot. I just put as little water as I possibly can. It's got creatine, glutamine, greens, beetroot powder, astragalus, a couple other things, and I just drink it real quick and then drink water after.
I do like a smoothie. I don't purposely make a smoothie, but that's what it turns into because I put fiberlize in it, and it becomes a smoothie when you put fiberlize. And you put fiberlize in anything, that motherfucker turns into either a fucking smoothie or casserole at some point. Yeah, so I put lemon juice, apple cider vinegar. I put everything in that bitch, bro. Like just betaine, HCl, betaine. What do you call that?
Betaine. I don't know how to pronounce that, man.
Betaine. I'll put astragalus, whatever you want to call it. Glutamine. Yeah, 20 grams of glutamine. I used to do 10. Now I'm seeing people doing 20, so I can't let people outdo me. So 20 goes in that bitch. I'm doing creatine now. People are saying creatine is great for digestion. Creatine seems to be great for everything now. It's great for fucking skin cancer, your vision, motherfucker, everything now. So I
put good to prevent Alzheimer's. A lot of
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see, it prevents Alzheimer's. It makes you smarter. Cures brain fucking cancer.
Makes
the whole
your dick bigger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my secret. But yeah, so I'll put creatine in that bitch. Yeah, I'm not even gonna name it though. Everything you could think of that exists, I've been making a list since fucking 2008. So that whole list goes into that bitch. So by the time it's done, by the time that smoothie is done, it don't taste like your average smoothie. That motherfucker tastes like life and death at the same time. But
yeah, the astragalus, I remember Boston was taking like 10 grams of it a day before he died. Trying to improve his kidney numbers. And I think it did actually help his kidney numbers a bit, which is crazy because he was in kidney failure.
Who also takes a lot of that Chase Irons, yo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
5 grams a test.
He's gonna need it. He's gonna be on a show. I can't remember when. It's in my notes. But he's gonna be on a show. Yeah, he I mean, listen, hey, if you're gonna take those kind of doses, you might as well take all the health supplements. I take a lot of health supplements until I run out of money. Then I'll stop taking.
Bro, Chase is great, dude. He's like flexing all of his health supplements and his blood pressure. It's like, I'm on all this shit. Look at my blood pressure. It's like 110 over 60. God damn, dude. Why you gotta do me like that?
That's pretty good blood pressure.
Let me know when he's on. I want to chat with him. I like him.
That's gonna be. Should I bring him on for the coach's corner? If we're gonna do coach, I don't think he's the coach, but it would be good conversation about coaching. I think so. I think that'd be a good one. Yeah, just because if I bring him on with the group, because he's gonna be talking a lot because we're probably gonna ask him a lot of shit. I want it to be less people, right? So we could really push into this how he's feeling and shit. Cystatin C is what I was thinking about earlier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I've actually never. I don't think I've taken a test that provides that. I don't even know what that shows up on. I don't know. But I want to find a test with that on it. Anyways, what was the fucking question? It was the blood pressure question. Well, I think we answered the question, to say the least.
Don't be a jackass. Take your supplements.
Yeah, exactly. In what order would diet or zero cal soda? Isn't that the same thing?
Both of them.
Okay. Thoughts on orals off season. Thoughts on orals in the off season setting. When not to use, in your opinion? Well, if once I can't eat or have issues with digestion is when I cut it out, which is pretty much every time I try taking Anadrol, D-ball, eventually that happens.
Well, maybe about when to take it is when you need to do a little plateau or something like that, and only use it for a couple of weeks.
Do you lose appetite or digestion on it? No. Damn.
But I don't run it all off season either.
But you can run it for like a month and not lose any appetite, or you don't even think about appetite. You just shovel the bitch in.
I just eat, but also it doesn't really affect me. Only thing I'll notice, I'll get like acid reflux. Now, if I start getting acid reflux, I'll pull it out. It always
I was getting chronic hiccups, that shit is scary.
Yeah,
that shit is kind of scary. I ain't gonna lie, especially if you get like a triple hiccup. I'm like, whoa, that don't feel right. I'm like, my heart. Is that like a heart attack? What the fuck just happened? So I don't know what a heart attack feels like. So it makes me nervous. What does everybody else think?
I never use orals in the off season anymore. I used to when I was younger, but I just use a lot of tests, man.
I don't see the point. You could just use more injectables or.
I don't see the point. Anadrol's sick, bro. What?
I agree, but if I can't eat, then I'm fucked.
Well, there's that's what I'm saying. There's a place for everything.
Yeah.
Like maybe if you're going into like a mini cut or something like that, like you're pulling food back, you'd be able to do that.
Yeah. To be honest, I literally add Anadrol in prep. It does give me a good pump, but that's not why. I literally add it just to block my appetite a little bit. It helps me block my My appetite. That's
I brought that up to my coach one time. I was like, bro, I'm so hungry. Why don't we just add like an oil in? Like I was not getting as hungry. He's like, if you're not hungry, you're toxic. So why are you trying to be toxic?
Fuck it. Let's be toxic for the rest of the prep.
But also,
we gotta help it.
Also, we're acting like there's only one oil. Like there's Anavar, there's stuff like that. Like that are a lot less impacting.
Anavar's
but then let's. I was gonna say
cool.
I was say a lot less gains too. But I know people who tell me, when I'm on Anavar, I feel exactly like Anadrol with no water retention. I'm like, I think
they gave Anadrol.
No way, bro.
I think your guy gave you Anadrol, bro. There's no way. There's
also what about injectable Anadrol?
I do have that. I do have injectable Anadrol. That shit hurt. That shit hurt. It got a bite to it though. I felt like somebody literally bit my fucking shoulder. that shit hurts though. That hurts me at least. I put that bitch in my calf, bro. I was like, I've been wearing shorts. Like, Joe, you seen I've been wearing shorts now, right? I'm like, let me get a little calf pump. I was limping my way to that bitch the whole day. I was limping. Don't ping your calves, man. Please don't. Injectable Anadrol are good. It feels the same to me with no appetite loss. I got injectable D-ball. Feels the same for me. I just do it pre-workout if I'm doing it. I actually got a bunch on the table right now. You guys want to see it? Want to see one of my? All right. Okay. So we answered the question, right? There's a time and a place for it. If it's gonna affect, I guess, food or training. This goes for any drug, I guess, not just orals. If it's gonna affect your food digestion or performance in the gym, maybe you should take less or none. Because
and then also if you're even ready for it, if this is your first cycle, why the fuck would you take an oral?
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, true.
I feel like there's no rules in bodybuilding. I think human nature, we try to create shit that we can relate to, like something set in stone, right? Like it makes people feel good. Like when clients be like, "Hey, what do you think the plan is for the last 6 weeks?" I'm like,
there is no fucking plan.
Motherfuckers, send me the pics. Send me pictures. I'll send it tomorrow, but I want to know what are you gonna do. Send me the fucking pics. I don't know. Send me the pics. Don't get me wrong. Like I have an idea, but I'm not gonna say it. Okay, what if I tell you you're probably gonna get a big refeed, burgers, fries, and everything, and you send me pictures? I'm like,
on May 31st.
But then you send me pictures, and you hold a bunch of water, or you gained, I don't know, you gained 5 pounds. Now I got your hopes up. You already DoorDash 5 Guys and shit. They're on their way. And then I'm like, oh, no burger and fries. Like, I don't even want to tell you. I don't even want to try to predict the future. There's no point, I might tell you, have something on hand in case. Make sure you have.
That's about it. Yeah.
That's about it.
I'll send you a list. This is stuff that we might use. It's not stuff we're going to use, but this stuff we could use. So have it on hand. So when I do put it in, we don't have to wait 2 weeks for you to get it in.
100%. And I want to know that you could afford it. So if I send it to you, like, I don't know if this is my budget, I'm like, all right, then we're going to have to just go old school Winnie and Decker in this bitch, motherfucker. We're gonna have your ass dieting on Winnie and Decker, then if you I don't know what to tell you. But okay. What was the question? This I gotta start with these edibles where I don't know where the fuck I'm at. Okay.
You can't even read the question off.
I don't know what I'm looking at. Mitigate. What show? How you guys doing today? Everybody okay?
Doing great.
You look big. Or why? Look at the shoulders. Why are the shoulders? Kind of. And now I can't see. Like I feel like you and Joe look alike now because when I see you guys walking, you guys walk similar. Why's walk is a little more intense.
You said he walks completely normal. And you said I look like the worst bodybuilder there is.
He walks
I literally just listened to that earlier. I'll put the podcast on while I'm doing shit, And I was like, "This motherfucker talking about how I walk."
Yo, I feel like it's always the strangest thing when you listen to something and your name comes up. Like, wait, what happened? I'll pause. Like, wait, what the fuck was that? Let me see. Yeah, you say my name. All right.
Yeah, I watched us walk in that video that you guys recorded. I don't think we walked the same.
No, your walk is like it's in your upper body. You hold, upper body is like this. Wyatt, it's like a leg thing too. He has a leg waddle going with the upper body. But you guys kind of look similar sometimes. Didn't we answer this? If Ronnie competed in, if Ronnie from 2003 competed in today's Olympia, where would he place?
Yeah, me, you, and Ken answered that one.
Yeah, he was mean.
That's what we said, I think, right?
Yeah.
Closest to face death. Closest. This might be a sensitive topic. I don't know you guys' past and upbringing, but closest time you guys ever faced death doesn't have to be bodybuilding related. You guys have any experiences?
Shit, falling asleep at the wheel. That's about it.
Yeah, that happened last night too. Yeah, that's.
I don't know. I had a damn train cough one time. I swear I was gonna die.
Bro, I thought the same thing. The first time it ever happened to me, it was like the worst time it ever happened to me.
Bro, it literally felt like my lung collapsed. I could not breathe.
Hey, you guys find you used to get more trend cough earlier on in bodybuilding, and now I don't really get trend cough. I didn't get it the entire last prep. The last two preps, maybe I didn't get it.
Every time, I think as long as, for me, when I do my shoulders, I'm fine. It's every time I do my glute, it's like a hit or miss.
The lower body, bro. Good point. I used to pin. I used to pin my gear in my quads. I don't pin gear in quads anymore. So it's something about the lower body. I think you might be right. When I used to pin quads, almost every time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like there's a certain area of the glute that I'm like, oh shit, here we go.
Yeah.
Trying to breathe like a fucking puppy when that starts happening. Once you get that full inhale, it's over. You're done.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
That shit sucks every time though.
Yeah, you feel it coming too. You're like, holy.
It's only getting like, huh. Some of these questions, man, they'll get canceled. Not by the fans, but by the league will get canceled. Favorite bodybuilders. Favorite bodybuilders growing up. Anybody who was jacked, I liked watching all of them, motherfuckers. I don't think we picked Kevin. I'll probably watch the Maryland Muscle Machine the most, but I wouldn't say Kevin was my favorite bodybuilder. I just thought everybody jacked was cool. I thought Ronnie, Jay, all my favorite. Every single one of them are my favorites. You guys had a favorite bodybuilder growing up?
I love watching Jay train.
Yeah, it was back when they didn't just said one word all video. It'll be like, 3 gallons of sugar-free Tang, and then 100 grams of oatmeal, and then he wouldn't talk for another 2 hours. Yeah. That was about it. But I loved it. I used to just watch it, just watch motherfuckers eat, work out. It's like, wow, okay. It was just back then. You had to be there. It was a thing. It wasn't like now where motherfuckers they'll break the shit down. Hey guys, welcome to my video, but that wasn't the case back then. You just watch, just shut up and watch, motherfucker. You'll see everything you need to see.
I actually used to watch Phil too. There was one video that really stood out to me where he was training shoulders. He's like, I get 100 grams of carbs for the day. His shoulders like were so fucking perfectly round. Every piece of fucking muscle was separated. This motherfucker was crazy.
Which member of the podcast
videos?
Huh?
Fucking awesome. Marcos Rules videos.
Yeah.
I just remember him walking through the market. Everybody like staring at him. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
He'd walk over to the grocery store with a tank top, and everybody would freak the fuck out.
I don't know how he still has like his vocal cords. Some of his videos, the fucking sounds he makes, it sounds painful. It comes from like the deep gurgling fucking sounds.
And he smokes.
Yeah, he does.
Hey, yo, I got to bounce, bro.
All right, bro. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys having me on, man. Peace.
Anytime, bro.
Great meeting you.
See you later.
Which member of the podcast do you think smashes big backs on the low?
Never.
I like fat girls.
Big backs?
I'm pretty sure that would be fat girls. I mean, my first couple of cycles, I was kind of a maniac. I definitely smashed some fat girls, but I'm not necessarily into that.
Bro, fat girls suck the best dick, so you can't diss them.
Come on, Zay. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends. What do you consider fat? I don't mind like a thick girl in the right places, just lower body. I don't like big upper bodies.
Dude, like a lot of fat girls are calling themselves thick nowadays. You know?
Yes, please. like Lizzo is not thick. Lizzo is just fat. I'm sorry, with all due respect, that's not thick. So you
like,
can't.
I think, like, in my opinion, this isn't how it's actually seen, but like, thick implies like some sort of athleticism or muscularity, you know. But like,
or some shape and structure, some flow to it.
No, I don't even. Yeah. Personally, I don't even like that. You know.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
I need to respect your body. So like, because you respect your body and you put work into it, right?
I like that. Okay, I think a perfect example for thick. We're also bodybuilders, you know, but a wellness girl, no, even some of these bikini girls in off season.
Yeah,
that to me is thick. You don't you don't have to have 50%. Having 50% body fat doesn't make you thick. That's just fat. You know, so you get a bikini girl that's softer off season or wellness girl softer. I think that to me is thick. I'm also a bodybuilder, so it's kind of different. We don't see them that muscular. Like the average guy will probably be like, "Oh, she's muscular," but I'm like, "Nah, she just not really. She just looks good to me." You know, I don't know. We got a different. Okay, all right. Let's do one more. I wanna eat, and today's my day off. I kind of wanna.
You didn't ask me the question. What do you think it would be from us as the podcast crew? He was asking which one of us would do that.
I'm gonna say Paul because he's not here.
Paul got a good range in his taste in women. Yeah, I could relate to Paul in that way, huh?
I was gonna say
no.
I've never seen him with one, but I mean that doesn't mean before I met him he didn't have his fucking.
Yeah, I've never seen with like a big girl.
I literally never ever even come close to like big.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, but yeah, facts. Like yeah, thick. The word thick gotta be very specific.
Overused.
Yeah, very overused.
Well, they said big back. Big back means you big.
Yeah, if you got a big back, you pretty big, you know. I mean, I was with a girl who had like a legit big back, like muscle,
muscular,
you know? And even that, it was too much muscle for me personally in the back, you know. Woman's physique back.
Yeah, big back's like the new era way of saying fat.
Was she on prep or was she off season?
She was off season, but she doesn't put on any fat. So the back was shredded. The back was fucking Beirut's back. It was Beirut's back with like girl glutes basically. You know, at that time of my life, I don't think I was like confident enough or secure enough to enjoy it. But nowadays, shit, I'll be down for that. I don't give a fuck. Beirut's back with a wellness butt. Fuck
bro. It. That's like Dave Donkey Kong.
I would do it. Fuck it. Back then, it made me a little uncomfortable because the back is just sitting like in a back relaxed. But I don't know. I don't care. I'm ready.
Would you be able to wipe that up?
Oh,
That depends. You know what she got to offer. She gonna bring me my meals.
Well, I'm assuming she's a competitor. So I'm assuming she lives a lifestyle. She built like that.
I think I like muscle on a girl. I like muscle on a girl personally.
Yeah, I'm not saying
muscle's cool. It's just how much of that, like, if it's in a dark room and I'm feeling on your body and you feel like fucking a man,
all the time. I don't mind it for the last 6 weeks, but for if 6 years your back is just shredded, I don't know. But beggars can be choosers, man. Beggars can be choosers, baby. Fuck it. I'll take it.
Who's begging?
Me, that's right. All right. I think that's one more. I don't want to end on big backs. And what order do you? The second call out in Olympia is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Shit, the second call out of some of these shows during the year have already been crazy. Let's do a X and O. You want to do X and O lifestyle? What do you guys thinking? Non-bodybuilding?
Yeah.
Lifestyle? Lifestyle. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. What do you guys think about the Deadpool movie? First of all, who saw the Deadpool movie?
I saw it, baby. Remember I invited you?
Did you? Oh, I thought you was joking.
I was serious.
Well, because the way you said it was based off of like a
that
joke.
That was me being serious.
I would have been down for it, but I thought it was a joke.
It was super funny. I thought it was super funny. It's raunchy. I like that shit.
Who else saw it?
I saw the original one. I know the movie is basically Ryan Reynolds and he's like the fucking focus of the whole thing. But like, I don't know. So the goal of that movie is to be a superhero movie, but it's like subversive. So it's not what you expect. Like the main character is kind of like off color and shit, right? But it's a little predictable, you know? It's like it's predictably unpredictable, you know?
Yeah.
So it just comes off as a little bit corny. Like I'm sure it's a fun movie. I'm just talking about the first one, right? But like I kind of knew the jokes before they came.
Well, for this one, it was pretty mixed because I actually asked this question on my story, and it was very, very mixed reviews. There's people who gave it a 0. Like, there's people that said that shit was trash. Some people said it was the most fair answers that seemed the most logical that explains the range is that they're saying that it was all over the place. There was no real story, but it was funny, like Joe said. So I'm looking at what are people actually agreeing on. So then you get to the middle, right? Both sides are true, and you get to the middle. So that means it was funny, but it was all over the fucking place. The story was
weak. If you're looking for a fucking incredible ass storyline, it's not for you. But if you just
don't go to a Marvel movie for that.
No.
If you just want to watch some cool fight scenes and laugh, it's worth your time.
Yeah. So my ex's cousin is the new Blade, believe it or not. But he wasn't watching Marvel movies because he's not that kind of actor. He does like the real acting movies, you know what I'm saying? Like the Oscar shit that you get all emotional shit. So we had a chat with him to get him to watch it, and he's watching it and he keeps critiquing the act. He's like, I don't know if I say it, but he wasn't that pleased. Let's just say that he wasn't that pleased, you know. So I can, from that standpoint, if you go to watch a Marvel movie and you expect to see a masterpiece, that's just not what Marvel movies are. It's going to be a little bit funny, a little bit cheesy. Well, the past couple of Marvel movies, honestly, it's been like they're trying too hard. Yeah. The agenda, they're trying too hard with the agenda.
The bulk of the series is like it's extremely predictable. You know, the
Yeah.
one exception to that being the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Those were
I
pretty
like those.
good.
Yeah,
Those
My
I like
were
favorite.
those.
those were entertaining, but they weren't trying to be anything serious. You know,
Hey,
But that's how
for the
Deadpool is. Deadpool is not serious at all.
kind of prefer it for like the past what since Avengers ended, right? It's like every movie, or most of the movies, all the men die, then the women and children save the day, basically. Right? It's like
I mean, I knew that was going to happen once the main guys were out of the picture. I knew.
that's like you're trying too hard. But we're not going to get into that subject. But with
But
Deadpool,
the thing is, the comics continue. Like the comics do. That's why they can keep making movies. However, like the foundation is gone now. Now it's just like all the spin-off shit.
yeah.
people still keep on spending money to watch it, and it'll be a bunch of crap. But I don't. Once you kind of develop a taste for like good movies, it's difficult to go and watch some lowbrow bullshit like a Marvel movie. I know this is going to piss some people off, but like it's not the highest quality of entertainment, right? And really enjoy it. If you go into a movie knowing it's just a dumb action movie, right? And it's it's going to be corny and like whatever. The story sucks. Who cares? That's not what you're watching it for. But like they're actually trying to make it engaging and like pull you into the story and the characters, and they just fail to do so. I don't give a shit about any of them. Like,
well,
Yeah,
somebody sent me a free link to watch it. So if you guys want the link,
and that's probably the best way to put it, man. You're not missing out if you don't watch it in the actual theater.
exactly. Actually, if you're watching this podcast, anybody who wants the link, give me
careful, you might get some weird links, bro.
no, don't send me a link. If you want the link to watch it for free, give me a cool. We could do 50 or 100. That should go. Send me Venmo me a clean fit. No, 50. Nobody's gonna pay 50 for that shit. All right, give me $10.
Movies for cheaper.
Yeah, give me $5 then. Fuck it, I'll take it back. Give me $5. I'll take $5. But on that note, I think that's it. I want to go eat.
Me too.
And I think I'm gonna do mushrooms. Anybody do mushrooms here?
Oh my god!
No.
I got some mushrooms over there. It's been sitting there. I didn't want to do it, but I think I'm
So
ready.
so far we know on Beatty's table there's mushrooms and there's injectable Duval.
Yeah, sure.
Sounds like a good ass time.
You probably got some shallots on there too.
There's so much shit there. Can I pan this without? I don't want to pull out the plug or something. Let's see if I can
Nah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
I shouldn't do that.
Fuck?
Never mind.
You must have taken some of the shrooms already.
It's kind of far, so you can't see too much, but you get an idea.
But that's why they make certain type of flags.
That's true. I'm gonna have the fucking FBI in this bitch after showing the table.
Do you guys remember that guy Musclehead 310? He's out of jail.
Yeah, he's out
really?
now. That it's been a minute, bro. It's been a
Fucker
minute.
made so much money when he did the whole thing.
Hey, I saw like a clip of an interview he was on, and then he was like, "Oh, this is my second time in jail. I did like 7 years or something." I'm like, "Motherfucker, how much time you spent in prison? Like you prison? How old are you? You've been in prison most of your life." Then I'm like, "Wait," because he's been in jail for like the past 5 years. So if he did another bid, he's been in jail his whole life, and that's kind of sad, bro. That's kind of sad, you know.
Don't get caught.
Yeah.
The guy was literally putting everything on Snapchat and like selling it how it is.
Well, first of all, you're not gonna do that many years just for the gear part, but it was counterfeit pharmaceuticals. So now the farm, so that was what really landed him the time. It wasn't the actual gear. It was that he was counterfeiting a farm company, which is if once you do that, you're kind of fucked, So, all right, guys, don't counterfeit pharmaceutical company.
They need to get all the motherfuckers counterfeiting cereals.
Yeah, don't. Just make your own label. Don't get a counterfeit label. Just
I had a guy message me. Y'all laugh at this. He was like, "Yeah, do you ever get numbness in your hands when you take growth?" And I was like, "Yeah, you probably should. Depends on the dose." And he was like, "I'm taking 8 stems, and I don't feel anything." I'm like, "Well, it's probably not real." And he sent me the picture, and of course, it has the pharmacy like the prescription on the box. I was like, anybody can put a prescription on the box. The box is probably real, but what's on the inside? He sent to me, it was straight black top. I'm like, bro.
Oh my God.
That doesn't even make any sense. How do you not know? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, bro, just because it has that box doesn't mean what's in it is in it.
Yeah. I mean, if it's black tops, his ass should be even more numb. So what kind of black tops?
He's a young kid and doesn't know anything.
Yeah,
Chinese black top, bro.
Yeah, you don't want Chinese black tops. I'll tell you.
And I was like, how much you pay for that? He was like, 800. I was like,
oh
wow. Send me these guys. Give him my number. If he's paying 800 for some black tops, give him my number. I'll get him some fucking pink tops, motherfucker. Take some pink tops in this bitch.
I love when people talk about the color of tops. It's like, bro, they can
it makes me fucking
top they want on there, bro.
Yo, I actually asked somebody that. I was like, okay, what's the difference between whatever, but the green top, blue top? They were like, no difference. Like, so why is the tops? He's like, no, I don't know.
Well, that started when generics first started coming out, and evidently, like, there was certain color tops, and like those were the good ones. But like now, you can buy a rainbow color top or color top if you wanted to.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make pink tops now, and that's gonna be the best shit on the market. Fucking.
No, you should make some glitter. Make glitter top, gold top,
or like actual rainbow. You could sell it to gays. They love
it's
that
gonna
shit.
be. Oh yeah, gay tops.
Gay tops. Think about what you just said.
Oh, it kind of got a ring to it. Fucking gay tops got a ring to it.
Bottoms.
No, but Serostim, I've taken Serostim. I can't tell if I like. I can't tell if it works a little bit less than generics or if I'm just gauging the side effects. I feel like I'm usually gauging the side effects. I want to feel some side effects, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm not retaining a little bit of fluid, I'm gonna be like, I don't know if this shit's working. You know.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really the third step. I didn't get any water retention, so it made me. I want some. You know.
Yeah.
So
well, you know, Humatrope, they actually have a mild diuretic put in.
Yeah. I mean, I would rather control that variable myself.